कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. All right, I would have started the show a little earlier, but these two guys next to me are talking. They were showing respect to the only time I have the show to myself is the beginning. That's the only time I can be the show that is taken over, hijacked by the youth of Navin and the positivity and courage of Silverie and that moron who's somewhere in the office called Sriraam. He's in the office after 15 years. It's going to be a whole new movement. We'll never guide him through it, hold his hand. A tough day ahead. But before we get to that, I just want to quickly point out traffic is really bad, really bad. Elite problem number 764, I accept. But I was thinking, what about those? I don't want to get communal, but Parsis generally always follow the rules. Okay, we don't break one ways. We wear the bloody helmet. We do everything. We were trained to put the right hand out properly, give the signal when you're going right, or the left hand out when you're going left. Not there are, the ambidextrous people who cause traffic jams by wrong hand, wrong movement also. That's such a stupid thing. But I'm saying, why can't you give us a stripe? Okay, not Parsis in general, that's a very racial thing to say, but people who follow the law, we get a stripe from the police, so we're like mini police, and then we can go and stop jokers and find them, because I really want to find them. Half my conversation with these people is like, 500 rupees bharo. I start like that, because I don't know what else to say to them after some time. Explaining the law is a waste of time. So I want to know if that's possible. Please write in and tell us if you support this theory. Let us become like sort of traffic monitors, and we'll do a bit. I'll take those 5 minutes to have because there'll be a positive outcome from that, rather than just abusing, screaming, and which is also good. I do accept that's got a good point. Shouting and screaming at strangers and then driving away as fast as possible, which is the show. Our show is all about driving away as fast as possible. Let's open the bandwidth here and see the beautiful faces of, oh my God, it's a Mr. India lineup. I mean, Grassen, Mr. India, it's Milind Soman, Arjun Rampal. You don't realize, guys, that we never take names after John Abraham. All these male models up to say the 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll come to you
The
on this first because you're
generation.
slightly older.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you like how we grew up for about 20, 30 years, 3 or 4 male models dominated your mind space and
Dino
your
Moria,
references.
John Abraham.
Up to Dino Moria, John Abraham, that
yeah.
bad.
Arjun Rampal, yeah.
Yeah, Arjun
Yes,
Rampal.
Arjun
Nikhil
Post that,
Chinnappa.
we never take names of models.
Cyrus Broza.
I'm
Nikhil
actually older than
Chinnappa,
John
yeah.
Abraham. He doesn't know it. But I'm older than him.
But in the hearts of the audiences, you're younger than him.
Yeah, bro. No fine for you. You can break the one way.
No mask.
Hey guys, say hi to Sriraam. It's so nice
Hello,
to see conventional life catch up with him finally. Slowly they'll cut the dresses.
Are you at a
He'll wear a
restaurant?
tie. No, I think he's basically working in Burger King, but
No, just too fine dining for Burger
you
King,
think?
man.
You
Yeah.
think? He's just pulling a fast one on us.
It's Burger King.
Let's ask him, Sriraam, where are you? And
I
are you
am
on mute?
in-
And if so, can you continue to
Yeah,
be?
Sriraam is
Yes,
still on mute, man.
lovely. guys.
I'm on mute.
How's that?
This is our dream podcast.
Maybe your
all the
mic is
guests, all the
I
guests
can't
on
hear
mute.
you, man.
I think he's doing it on purpose.
No,
Damn
from
it.
the perplexed grin on
Is
his
your
face.
mic on mute?
No, it's
is
not.
It red? Does the thing say red?
Is the hair covering your mouth?
It has to be green, man.
Is this
the
good?
mic has to be-
Now the podcast is become a technical podcast where we discuss
Is
what
this
buttons
good?
to press to go on in life.
Still, we can't hear you. What is this?
Okay.
We'll get back to you when plans are in place. In the meantime, smile and look like Mr. India 1979. See, great, Sriram. Don't bother talking because we can't hear.
Sorry, just a second, man. We'll just fix
We
All
love
right.
your 2 cents, Sriram.
We'll-
It's
we'll-
amazing.
Listen, this is a country.
Still can't hear.
Hopefully this fixes
Oh,
it.
yes.
Oh,
Finally.
wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Amazing, considering you're the
To-
first man of India. Your name is Ram. I mean, what
Yes.
the hell? This is
To
wrong.
answer the original question, I'm actually at a Jumbo King. Burger King rejected me, guys, so this is
You're at a
where I
Jumbo
stand.
He's
Yes.
at a
What
Jumbo
Jumbo King is this fancy?
Vada pav Jumbo.
What
Vada pav
King is
Jumbo.
fancy? I've not seen this fancy. as
I think
Jumbo
it's
King,
a Gujarat one.
It's a
Oh,
Jumbo
okay,
King inside
One second, Naveen has
Vivo.
started the insults. I'm going to backtrack a little bit, take him off on the leash again.
I
I'm a
don't
little
know.
worried. Go 15 minutes
But-
before you
but
start taking
Is
panga.
that true? Like, do Jumbo Kings in Gujarat?
Don't start
I'm
him off.
assuming because nothing
See, now
nothing much happens over there.
prejudicial. See, you're giving him a chance to be prejudicial. I'm
So
saying
in terms of like
15
keeping it
minutes.
alive, yeah, but like even their milk joints are like fully like
15
pubs.
minutes have love in your heart.
But it's true. People in Gujarat agree with
10
me.
minutes. 10 minutes.
Okay. But
Sriram, he's attacking Gujaratis for no reason.
I'm
Naveen,
going to Gujarat actually
I
this
feel-
weekend.
got Naveen in
I
full form
genuinely
today.
don't know why would anyone attack Gujarat. Such a non-violent state. Such a party state as well.
You're
And the-
encouraging him.
Now I really miss the mute.
Great food.
I don't know why we are. Here we're going to be less.
That's what
And-
all of
and
Indians
the-
love. Modi came to
Okay,
power.
15. I asked for 15 minutes. I said, give me
Some of the
minutes.
best.
Mr. India, Milind Soman ki baatcheet. Where did you
Can
go?
you imagine how great the chai of Gujarat must be?
Okay,
Yeah.
you
That-
too.
There must
And
be
they
the best
do,
chai in
Brutus.
India, right? In all of
because
India.
to no alcohol.
BJP.
Yeah.
BJ. I got to balance the show out. BJP.
Why are you making Cyrus?
Huh?
Why are you making this political suddenly? We're just talking
I'm
about
so sorry,
cuisine,
I'm
nightlife.
horrible
Nice.
man.
Yeah.
Horrible
Straight
petty
in
We
man.
were giving nice things about Gujarat.
Yeah, yeah.
Bullet points. But no, to your
Amazing,
point,
Yeah,
Cyrus,
Sriraam,
amazing
wait.
non-veg food. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Actually, there is in the parts of
It
Ahmedabad.
is, yeah.
Let me just warn you, Sriram, that
Mm.
he's attacked Gujarat. There are many states to go. So you know,
I haven't attacked anybody. I was just
I
being so
think
realistic.
if over the
Hey, listen,
course
the milk
of
is very good. I believe Gujarat and North.
Oh my god, the milk products are so good because
Yeah.
Amul has like a range of products that we don't get in Bombay because like they have all these milkshakes, dark chocolate
Oh,
milkshake.
really?
They have a range
Mumbai is
of
treated very badly.
assorted
We get
chocolates.
nothing. The
Amul
metro came
has so
last
much
year. It's
milk.
not even
I
complete.
love Amul. That's
They have so
sad.
much
I
milk,
love
it's a
Amul.
surplus, and
Yeah.
they make all of these products now. So it's like they have so much of these Amul tekas essentially.
Fresh
everywhere.
milk from the teat of a
Oh,
cow
wow.
is the
Yeah.
most beautiful thing in the world.
Yeah,
Of course, it tastes very different from packaged milk. I don't know if you've had it.
Cyrus,
But
I
I
love
have.
your tweets.
Yeah,
tweets.
it's a tiat. It's pronounced tiat, by the way. It's
Yeah.
T-E-A-T.
Yeah,
Like the
okay.
Yeah.
Tiat,
Okay, let's go to the Tiat King.
Sure.
The Tiat King will tell us.
Okay.
Sriram, how is
Yes.
it pronounced? As a man who spent many years under cows.
I think it's called knockers. As far as
Okay. I asked for 15 minutes. No sex, no bad references, no political
You know,
references. Just
fresh
15
milk
minutes.
That's
from
the thing,
the
right? Like in
hooter
North
of a
India,
cow.
No, in
Yes,
North
yes.
India, you can't go to a juice
Silvery.
place and be like, "Kya aapke paas boba hai." They all
Silvery-
start laughing because like
Silvery,
Yeah.
you haven't
Hey,
even reached the
Navin,
controversial
Navin.
topic
I
that
know.
you've got.
I
We don't have to go there now.
Naveen,
It's
Naveen,
pointless.
Naveen,
Yeah.
that's why it's called boba tea, you know. Because
yeah, that's what,
You boys want to go offline and have a little conversation, come back when you're in the right mood for passive non-violence.
the right boob.
Okay, but let's
By the
understand,
way,
Sriram, where are you?
have-
Tell me.
Yeah.
the truth. Where the hell are
I'm
you?
I'm in a WeWork in Gurgaon. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Oh,
We
Oh,
work
cool,
in
man.
Gurgaon. That sounds like a
paradox.
that
isn't
is
it?
a paradox in
In
itself.
Gurgaon,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
So
What, didn't WeWork has some massive scandals recently? Were
they
you-
did. That's why suddenly
were
it's
you
cheaper
were you
now.
part of
It's
Yeah.
it's
Is
cheaper
that
now. It's the
seriously?
Oh,
WeWork.
Yeah.
WeWork
What
is the
scandal?
cost of a bus ticket. Yeah,
what are you saying?
was
Yeah,
scandal. Was
Return
scandal.
or
It
just
was
one way?
something.
Huh.
where-
return, not one.
Oh wow!
I don't exactly remember, but I remember it
Is
was.
it a sexual scandal?
No,
not a,
no, no,
not a
not such-
scandal.
like-
not a
It was
Financial
like
scandal.
finance,
It's just
something.
Then that would be
They're doing
V-jerk.
really badly.
Did you,
and,
did you
like,
see
the business model
Silvery's
wasn't
reaction when I said sexual scandal? His reaction was disappointment. No, no, no.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
working. Like, no, yeah,
Then I
no,
would have
no,
remembered
and-
clearly
No,
exactly
yeah,
what happened.
and then he said
Yeah.
just financial.
No,
huh?
no.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
financial.
Just financial.
Normally, baat hai. It's
The
such a
specifics of it
Yeah,
come in a
man, so-
sexual.
I mean,
normal
we were just-
Indian, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
weren't we
financial.
just talking about how we should all have financial fraud in our
Yes,
in our
yes,
banks
we were.
and whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah, so we can have
because
a web
because
series
by
maybe.
because you can't directly graduate to a sexual scandal. You have to first do the financial scandal,
Oh,
and
it's a
then you can
step-by-step
move to-
process, Sriram.
Yes,
Thanks
it
for
is,
telling
it
us.
is.
You've reached the high nights already.
Yeah, yeah.
You
But what
earn
do you-
your sexual scandals.
Your
yeah.
stripes. Okay, well, what are you doing there exactly? You're not telling us that. It's just a creepy old man
I-
in Gurgaon.
I just I
Here
just
for the coffee.
moved your Cyrus. I moved your Cyrus.
Okay, so the molestation
unfortunately.
charges were held in Maharashtra state, so you moved
Yeah.
to
Yes.
fair enough. You're now in
Yes.
Haryana.
Yeah.
Let's
Numbers
say the
go up
law is
in
more
Gurgaon.
flexible in Haryana.
Exactly.
Let's put it that way. Yeah.
let's just say I'm only doing financial scandals here, guys, and no scope.
Oh, and also you like the milk.
There's
because
a
the
cutie
milk up
behind
north.
you. Yeah.
There's a person
There's a
behind you.
cutie behind you, according to Naveen.
The cute-
15 minutes, I told him. 15 fucking
Okay.
minutes.
But that-
He
that-
can't
okay.
even- he
Guys-
can't
Haryana-
even in his
Haryana
pants.
men are so
Hey,
good.
wait. Naveen is also coming to WeWork Delhi.
Guys,
work
by
with
the way,
other shit.
He wants to work it out.
we
Mm.
What
we-
cutie?
we all-
There's a fat guy walking around in the back.
You don't know my
Jeez.
type or what? Like my type is big guys
right,
only.
right. He
Yeah.
actually this is true, guys.
Yeah.
Those who don't know, Naveen has told me that he likes fatzos.
Yeah. What?
You
Fat
said
suits-
heavy guys. You said heavy
Yeah,
guys.
chubby, hefty. You know?
I'm just.
Why are you
happy
covering him up?
I'm just glad you guys aren't noticing the similarity between that guy and me, especially.
No, there is a similarity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a future.
That poor guy doesn't know
Yeah,
that,
he
that
doesn't.
is the highlight of a
He's
podcast.
slightly, he's
where
slightly
he's
just like
being,
staring
Yeah.
at
he's
the
being
camera also.
objectified
Yes.
sexually by a young man in Bandra.
For our-
Just, you know what I mean?
for our
That-
dear listeners,
that
who
is
are
the-
tuning in on the
Dreams
on-
come true on so many levels.
he's
You
like,
listeners
oh
are tuning
my
in on
god,
Don't
audio.
walk
guys.
away.
There is
Walk away.
in Sriram's background. There is a person.
Every day, I think the depths of depravity that we've reached
It goes
can't go
lower.
over.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
By the way-
we're all ogling a man in Gurgaon who's not even in the frame.
Speak for
You
yourselves.
know, someday
respect
that
him.
person will become a fan of the show. He will I find out about Cyrus says.
Forget
Become a
that.
fan.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
be like, wow, they talked about me 20 years ago. That's
And,
amazing.
and
How would he know?
finally,
Mhm.
sitting
And
at that
finally we
WeWork,
can.
One video.
sitting in that WeWork, he's launched the greatest startup the world has ever seen. And 3 years from now, we'll be begging with our bowls outside his office. And
Yeah.
only Navin will be going.
Yeah.
All of us will be asking for
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
I'll,
Sriram,
I'll be
Guys,
find out his name before the show's over.
Yeah.
Let's see what we
I
can do.
will.
I'll be
I
turning
will.
tricks.
I'm not
But
calling
on
it
a-
Tinder yet, but what the hell? This podcast is, it can do things. It can
Yeah,
evolve.
that guy just clearly, he was clearly trying to photobomb on purpose. Like he chose
Yeah,
that
he came and
exact
sat,
corner,
yeah, yeah.
like right at the corner.
Or
right?
it's Silsila because Naveen likes him, but he likes Sriram. You see, it's all screwed up. And Sriram doesn't
Damn.
even like himself.
Yeah.
So, Amitabh, act that out for us. Can you act
That
that
is
out
true.
for us?
That
It's a
is
fatal four-way.
That is true. Hey, but 10 minutes into the podcast, you've already made fun of Gujarat. You've already made fun of Haryana. Can we cover
Yeah,
all
and
29
let's-
states?
Want to make
13, huh?
30 now. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Now it's
I
30.
guess that's
You
one way
already
to make fun of.
exhausted.
I guess that's one way to make fun of
Yeah,
Telangana. I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Telangana is my favorite state. Huh? They said no to the
It is.
pandemic.
It's,
Business
it
was
is a
rocking. They're very cool about. I'm very happy in that area.
What? They didn't have any lockdowns in Telangana.
Very minimal.
Really?
I worked in Hyderabad 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And the
that's-
moment you leave Mumbai in the middle of whatever, it's like going to another country. Everybody's more
Yeah.
chilled, relaxed, happy. There's more happiness quotient there. You
Hmm.
come back
And-
here and everybody's pensive and worried. Mask. By the way, if anyone's wearing a mask next to you, remove it. Rip that mask off. Rip that mask. I've been ripping people's masks off
Yeah.
in the streets of Mumbai.
There's a no mask mandate.
It's
now.
our
Yeah.
turn now.
Yeah.
It's
It's our
compulsory not to wear
Reclaim the
mask.
masks.
The FC, which is I won't say the word fucking joke. That bloody Rishi, who's our engineer, for some reason is the only guy in the whole car area who wears a bloody mask.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you please? I don't know I think maybe he doesn't want to reproduce. What the reason is?
No, but he's very sensitive also, I've heard.
So he writes poetry. He says to wear
Yeah,
a mask.
but
Come on.
yeah, that's. I don't know why you're wearing the mask. Oh, okay.
He forgot to not wear the mask.
Wow.
This
Like
is-
we were all been waiting for the day कि कब mask mandate कब
How can
जाए.
you forget not
Can
to
we
wear the
stop?
mask? I don't know. Like it's like you're born with the mask.
No, it becomes a habit after 2 years, no, almost like
You
it's,
just
it's
see
second
full out.
nature.
He even showers with the mask on.
Yep. I'm sure that's
He-
happened.
he makes
I'm
out
sure
also
that's
like
happened
that.
No, makes out makes sense because a lot of people are really ugly. So you wear the mask to feel a great self-esteem. I can understand that. That probably works for a lot of people.
But-
you like heavy guys, so you need big masks.
So you've seen
double
you guys have
chin.
seen these videos, right?
Oh.
Of people at a restaurant, they don't realize they're still wearing the mask, but they start to eat, and then then they realize, oh shit, I'm feeding my mask.
This
Yeah,
is
That
why-
happens in the shower also.
This
I
is
saw.
why the French have a lovely phrase when they eat or drink. Instead of cheers, they say "muh mein lo," and that is because if you have the mask on, you.
How do the
Yeah,
French
yeah.
say it? How do the French say it?
Muh mein le.
Oh,
Hey, Cyrus. Cyrus,
Yeah.
I think that
Go ahead,
famous.
Shri. You can't bring this down lower. Go
Yeah.
do your best.
Like, let me tag your joke.
Wow. Oh,
That-
go after. Who
that-
are you going after?
that famous-
Nigeria?
that-
Go.
that famous. Close it up. That famous Zimbabwean bowler, Mumelo Babangwa. You remember?
Impenuela. Pommy. Yeah. Bangwa.
Yeah.
Also, Mumelo
Pommy is when it's for like a slight like snack or something that you have.
I
you know,
don't
like
be
that's when they
racist,
say-
but certain cultures don't bother trying to learn names, so they just give you like a name. So Pomowela becomes Pommy. It's like that.
Yes.
Like
yes.
Silverie, Antariksh is too difficult for South Mumbai tongues. So
Yeah.
Silverie, it's done.
I mean,
Yeah.
people would just call me Takkar.
Which is-
Mother
Which is
Tucker.
odd. Which is odd because soon South
Hey, there's a
Mumbai
girl.
will look
There's
at
a girl behind your shoulder. Sorry,
See,
Naveen.
it's exactly how
Sorry,
it
Naveen.
works.
Back in the day, a
So
lot of us
excited.
men who like
Exactly.
women, we used to,
That's
it's
a
an old,
woman.
it's an old habit, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Which is-
We really
So,
have a shortage of female panelists. I was like, कोई भी चलेगा.
We are like people who follow the EPL. Everybody's got a team, so we're all good here.
Yeah, we were
all
cheering for everybody except Sriraam.
Yeah. No, Sriram's like a ref. He doesn't care. He's in
I
the
don't.
system. Hey,
Yeah.
what are you doing there? We can't go forward with this. Forward meaning it's not like it really evolves the show, but what are you doing there exactly in Gurgaon? You didn't explain.
I got a proper day job here, Cyrus, which
Oh, congrats, man.
So the
Yeah.
thing you do in Bombay, the designing of stuff and all that, you've gone there.
yeah, I've come here. Yeah.
But you actually moved to Delhi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, now he doesn't know what to do.
What?
The comic in him wants to
I-
lie more.
I-
There's an authentic side to him. Wants to tell the truth.
It's a bit of both. Because it's one of
Tragic
those
part is now you have
outrageous.
to be friends with the Delhi comics who we made fun of all this while.
I got to tell you, I've grown up with Tambram boys who come from the north. They are fucked in the mind, okay? Because they've got that Tambram sort of upbringing and then they speak like Punjabis. So it's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is what Sriram's going to become. Sriraam's will
Yeah.
come back, a hybrid like that.
It's a Chetan Bhagat novel walking around.
Something like that. Something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. We're losing this guy to comedy.
With lesser standards.
Why? Why? I told you 15 minutes. You're going to take shots at Chetan Bhagat. He's one of us, man. Leave the guy
He
alone.
is. He is one of
By-
us.
by
I
the way,
really
that-
like him.
The good-looking guy behind you that Naveen likes gone. The girl that fleetingly came gone. And there was
Yeah.
one guy in a black shirt whose elbow is there somewhat.
There's someone using a laptop in your background. Let's see what he's up to.
Yeah, come on. This show is so boring. Yeah. Wow.
I think they're
Oh,
on
you're
Facebook.
actually looking.
I think they're on
Okay.
Facebook. Yeah.
We work में
The last
nobody
5
works
people.
at we work. I think.
I think it's just embezzling funds. Gurgaon's filled with MNCs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we were
yeah.
that free beer in the evening situation, no?
What?
Like at a
What?
post
That
five.
used to
not
be the case.
social. This is not
That's
social.
That was a
Naveen,
that
that's-
was a period.
Naveen,
like
that's
Jack Murray,
before. Yeah, that's before the sexual and the financial scandal.
And Naveen, I think that's not a great business idea that they keep going with that because that's
Yeah.
why Swiggy is very restaurants
Yeah.
are very upset with Swiggy and Zomato.
So
aren't they?
Swiggy and Zomato are
Yeah.
great.
Competitions, commissions
Yeah,
of
Very well
India.
done,
Yeah.
Cyrus.
Like one of IVM's podcast, Shunya One had like one of its live episodes at the WeWork Bandra one,
Yep.
Wow.
and then they were like, we were all like,
You've
come for
really
free.
become a R&D for IVM, haven't you?
Yeah.
Anything to make them happy.
I've
Yeah?
always been-
IVM को बचाओ, IVM को डाल दो बीच में। कोई जरूरत भी नहीं था, फिर भी डाल दिया।
We are at the center of everything.
Why are you doing Suresh Menon right now?
I don't know. Why are you blaming me for the mediocrity of the show? You're all contributing. The girls come back. The girls come back.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
Just
why you
one girl in Gurgaon and she's safe. Guys, she's safe. Sorry.
She
That's
stays at WeWork.
That's not funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way,
But
again,
that's the
again,
like-
just like
the whole event was that come to the event, we have free booze also afterwards. And then there was a lot of vodka and that's
But they give it for an hour, right? And then they
yeah,
started
for an hour and a half, everybody
Yeah.
got
There's no-
smashed.
So fine print is that they keep it open for an hour, whatever. They load you up, and then you have to start paying because then you want to drink more. It's a very
Yeah.
good system.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Wait, you
And-
can actually
and
drink.
suddenly-
at WeWork.
Used to.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Sriram, that girl is wandering around. She wants to sit. I think it's about time you put your hand up and say, "Ma'am, would you like to join me?"
Suddenly, the weird part is
You would
4
like to
hours.
be on a podcast.
Guys, we're
4
watching
hours
this live. Here's a
Yeah.
man. He's a Bombay. He's a Chembur boy, completely flustered in Gurgaon. How does he
Yeah.
chat up a
Hey,
girl?
we should.
Let's
Hey,
see
we
how
should
this
make
goes.
this one of those BBC documentaries. You know, there walks a girl in Gurgaon. She
Okay.
Is
sits
this a limerick?
around
Are you
working.
writing a
I don't know.
music
I don't know.
or-
I don't
Your
know.
accent is from Mussoorie. So what the hell are you talking about? You sound like Ruskin Bond walking downhill.
It was. I was going for the Attenborough, but yeah.
Oh, you were going for Attenborough. Okay. But she's
I think it was more coarse. The most dangerous creature on earth.
It's the good. Naveen.
Wait,
The
more to
most
this
dangerous.
Did you sleep with David Attenborough?
But I
Or
wish I did.
Richard,
With
whichever one.
Richard is cuter. Richard,
No,
like,
Naveen.
John Hammond in Jurassic Park.
Okay.
He's the most
Who's the
ideal.
animal guy?
Animal guy is David.
David.
So which is
Yeah.
the one you're doing?
I'm not
Both.
doing anybody.
Oh, sorry.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
And both of
He's
them are
doing-
almost dead now.
I
He's
don't
doing
know.
the
That's their
dinosaur.
perspective,
Yeah.
brother. I don't know. I mean, that's a little bloody presumptuous of you, man.
Okay.
I think
Naveen,
David
can you?
Attenborough-
Naveen, can you?
No, David
No,
Attenborough is
no.
alive. Richard Attenborough is dead.
Yeah, Richard died. But before he died, he left us a movie that we see every year twice. But that's the way it is. I won't get into it.
Naveen,
Sriraam.
can you finish that sentence though?
Which one?
There walks a dangerous animal, the Gurgaon male. You know.
Oh, yeah. You can see the woman existing in a natural habitat.
Prey-
And here comes
prey
the predator
walks.
in a
Yeah.
gypsy.
What a gypsy, yaar? It is gypsy. That was the natural ambience in the background as
Yeah.
well. Wow.
You
What a
can
show this
see
is.
by the wayward movements of the predator that the predator has had a thara.
He went to a Theka just an hour ago.
Okay,
Mahinder
it's
ka
starting.
David Attenborough.
Mahinder ka David Attenborough is starting. It's only going to go to Marol. All shops
No,
will stop at Marol, whatever happens.
Mahi mala bhook
Oh,
lagti
oh,
hai.
Arjun is saying, Arjun's got a great point. How come Silverie, the king of the accent, is not turning up?
Yeah, turn up, dude.
Hi, I'm David Attenborough.
Hey guys, to be honest, he just spent a week
That
in
was
Agra.
very
No,
accurate.
no, it's
Very
not.
accurate. Very, very accurate. If Apu from The Simpsons played, if Apu
No,
from
no.
The Simpsons played David
no,
Attenborough, that would
Attenborough.
be great.
There were 3 Attenboroughs. This is the third
Yeah,
one.
this
People
is
don't- this is
Raju Attenborough.
Rupesh Attenborough. Because, somebody had a shooting Gandhi at that time. Somebody had an affair. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we
Hey,
do have
speaking
a.
of speaking of shooting things into the air, the competitions commissions
The
of
girl-
India, right?
Her ears just stood up. She's like shooting.
That
what?
girl is now looking towards us. I feel she's interested in what's happening here.
I think she
Yeah,
recognized you, Cyrus.
Let's try.
That's what-
Sriram, get on,
that's
get on,
what I
get on
feel-
the show,
That's
no?
not. I mean,
Sriram, tell her
I'll-
she'll win a 1 lakh or what is a good price? 10 lakhs or 25 lakhs if
I
she
don't
appears
know.
on the show.
If she
1
appears on the
lakh.
show,
1 lakh boba pearls.
I feel
I don't.
I feel she's almost in our show because she's sort
I
of
mean,
halfway
but she
looking.
doesn't know it.
Nobody who
Yeah.
knows it will stay in the show. Come on, guys, we have to.
Oh,
I-
sorry.
I-
mean, Sriraam are here by mistake.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I pretty much
Uh,
feel that by the end of like I think the 15,000th episode, we'd have covered the entire population one way or the other. Would have been on our show. Like
And there have been the
background-
highlights. Huh?
Yeah.
There's people in the
Yes.
background. The highlights of every show with that girl, that guy's elbow. Those are the big points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I-
Speaking of big points,
Yes,
you,
we have a huge topic.
Rupesh Attenborough.
Speaking-
Can you-
Yes. All right.
Speaking
Uh,
of big
so-
points, food. Yes. Huh.
Yes, food. Yes. So the Zomato and Swiggy, the two biggest delivery giants in India, are being investigated by the CCI, which is the Competition Commission of India.
What about Food Panda?
It came and
they're not-
went.
yeah.
That
Dead.
controversy went back
Yeah.
2018 only.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole company
I'm
sunk,
just thinking
yeah.
if there's a
Cyrus?
third name I've forgotten. Is there? There is Uber Eats.
Uber Eats
But
was
it's not
acquired
as
by
big.
Zomato, no?
Oh, damn,
Zomato
yeah.
acquired Uber Eats.
Buggers, do your
Scootsie got
homework.
acquired by
These
Swiggy.
guys are
Swiggy,
unbelievable.
yeah.
I can't work with you all. You're too professional. What the hell?
So yeah, so
Cyrus-
these are the two
Knowing-
biggest
Now,
giants.
having wasted his time setting up this thing for 5 minutes, go on.
So the
Cyrus, how much did it? Sorry. Cyrus, how much
Yeah.
did it annoy you that Antariksh said two biggest delivery giants? Like the word delivery giants,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
biggest giants. You know, like just the yeah. But anyway.
his setups are scary sometimes. I don't know where he's going with it. But I guess it's fun. It's like a romance.
Yeah, you just see
he
how it
doesn't
goes.
know.
Yes, it is.
We
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
is
And the
that.
audience doesn't know.
Yeah.
And that
Antariksh
girl
is a
doesn't
fantasy
know.
novel is like, oh my god, these giants are awesome.
That girl is brushing
They're
her hair.
humongous.
It
Yeah.
looks like she knows she's on camera. She's.
Anyways, Godzilla versus
Let's
King
go on,
Kong
let's
of
go.
delivery. Yes.
Sriraam, I'm very
God-
distracted by that girl. Can
Basically-
you ask her to come and sit next to you?
there are two men.
Everyone
behind
in
you. Ask
Gurgaon
them.
doesn't have a gun. Don't be scared. It's one out of two.
I-
Those two guys look from Gurgaon only.
They would have shot him on sight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sriraam, don't do this in public.
Sriraam,
Sriraam, you can just move your frame a little bit so
Where-
Cyrus is not distracted. I
Wear
think.
your helmet. We don't want a Chris Rock moment. All right?
Yes.
Wear your
That's
helmet.
I like the fact that
It would be
that
restaurant.
Cyrus's ADD acts up in this way. Like
Okay.
just
Oh,
randomly.
and
Now
Navin,
I
Navin-
can see
Na-
someone behind
you
the jolly.
sexist bastard. Navin is after some man, that's fine. And we've reached a point in this world where a heterosexual man cannot be himself.
Much
I'm
like
no,
in real
it's
life,
hold my head in shame.
You-
I got,
you're
I
allowed
got
to.
homosexual got only 2 seconds of fame and then everything else was taken over by the straight
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Much like in real
Yeah.
life.
Listen,
Hey,
you're
listen,
called
now
Mahendra
it's-
Ka
now
David Attenborough. Today is your big day.
Hmm.
Hey, now it seems like you're visiting him in prison. You know?
I
He
know.
does. Or in church. He's there for confession in church.
With church or prison, we're in
Yeah,
Gurgaon. So,
yeah.
boys, let's go with prison.
You're serving
Okay.
us Padri realness.
Okay, talking about prison, Swiggy and
shit.
Zomato.
He froze.
Wow. Wow. We are the first moment
Alright.
to tell us he's out of the state. Right?
Correct.
No Wi Fi in Gurgaon.
Okay.
My
Actually, what
grandfather
happened to Swiggy
would
Zomato?
have said
Okay, yes.
Gurgan.
So Swiggy
Yeah.
Zomato being investigated by CCI, which is the Competition Commission of India.
I did not
The-
even know there was a
the-
competition commission in
Yeah.
India.
You think
There
he
is.
did
You can't be too competitive.
I think I did
before
before this. Yeah, what is this? So the NRAI, again, not a body I was afraid of, I was aware of before this.
What is NRA?
The National Restaurant Association of India.
Oh, yeah.
They basically
You want to
filed.
play this game?
It's
You
so-
just keep
yeah.
asking him.
I think they
acronyms.
forgot how to spell Nari.
What is BALLS?
High low.
Mahendra
low-
Ka Attenborough.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Go on. Yeah.
So basically, the Restaurant Association has claimed that Zomato has been doing some unfair trade practices, which are very
The credit issue, no?
no. There are
Line of
multiple things.
credit. Huh?
Multiple things. So some of the policies that Zomato and Swiggy have come out with, because they are so big, they're able to make one-sided clauses that benefit Zomato and Swiggy more than the
Only.
restaurant.
Yeah.
So they are feeding into
But
the
can you
bottom
give us an
line for the
example?
restaurant.
What is the example?
So
of
like
that?
for instance, so firstly, their late payments are coming in.
Hmm.
The commission fees are exorbitant. Like, and like every time we order something on Swiggy and Zomato, the
It's
goddamn
crazy.
Which
tax
the
and
restaurant
commissions.
pays. Only the restaurant
Dude.
pays. It doesn't come back to the.
So also the discounts is is also a big problem. Apparently discounts, right? When you say like party, what a 50 when
60
discounts,
50 bucks
yeah.
off, 100 bucks off.
Yeah. Those used to be initially borne by the tech giants. Now the restaurants are having to bear them. So the
But
restaurants are like, dude,
the
what the hell?
restaurants
We
bear
don't
it,
wanna
but the decision to give that amount of discount comes from the delivery giant.
I
True,
guess
but
they
that
want
also depends on what kind of restaurants there are, because these cloud kitchens, they prefer this kind of mechanism
sure.
rather than the restaurant
they
that's
don't
already
exist.
operating
Yeah,
with
but
people
they don't
walking in.
exist.
But
Yeah.
those restaurants also want to compete with the cloud kitchens. No,
So
it's
that's
also
that
saying
bubbled up
it's-
in the pandemic
it's the
only,
big name
essentially.
restaurants who are upset.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they have to like have these delivery guys stand outside in the sun or in the heat outside in the night time also, and then their customers are also like waiting in line outside. So they have all these little clauses that they're angry with. The
I
cloud
get-
kitchens are like, come, take and go. So they have minimum overload in
I
tax
get
and all
damn
that.
scared when I see lots of Zomato guys and Swiggy guys outside in their scooters. I feel that their whole concentration is on them.
I think Bombay and Bangalore now you can't go on the streets without seeing somebody wearing some kind of
Oh, God.
uniform all the time.
You're
It's
right.
either
Yeah, yeah.
Dunzo, Zepto,
Zepto,
Swiggy,
Yeah.
Grofers,
You know,
Zomato.
correct.
It's a great
Everybody's
know-
delivering something or the other to each other.
Infosys, all of those, yeah.
Yeah,
It could be a great way to invade another country. You just put on the Swiggy outfits and you go
Actually,
and
yeah,
you
right.
start
Yeah.
attacking people. Because
Yeah.
there's so
I
many of them.
agree. That is exactly
at
true,
the
Cyrus. I
border-
think that's the future.
I would
That's
be
the
ordering.
If you're
future.
at
I
the
think
border
we're all-
in India and
Can
at
I-
the Pakistan
can
India
I just-
border,
forget
can
that.
you order across the border?
That's what I would do.
Just throw it
I
to
would
the-
order from Pakistan or order from China.
Yeah.
The food is good.
Yeah.
We can't deny that.
You
We
can't-
may want to
that's
kill.
true.
I'm not against the
It
killing
is true.
per se, but I'm saying you may like the food.
Yeah.
What are you going to do in that situation? You'll be like, guys, we need to think about
Like-
dinner.
Like right
Eventually,
across the
yeah.
border, I can see they are making awesome
Yeah.
kebabs. I want those, man.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
coming back
Yeah.
to China, I always want to know what the food really is like. So I'm like, I want to see a chow mein in real life.
In
chow
the-
mein in Chembur that this guy khilaos me every time. Sriraam.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. because-
soon we'll all be mainland China. So like it will, it will make sense when that happens.
China Valley.
Chalo, aa gaya. The moment of the day has come. Naveen has
I
set a
think
standard.
the great
Hard to meet
the
now.
great part about that joke, is we
You're
also
just
covered
you're just feeling
Arunachal.
like a bitch. Go on.
No. We also with that we also made fun of Arunachal Pradesh. So that's the fourth state, guys.
Yeah.
That we managed well done. I
Boom,
think
boom. I
Beautiful.
didn't think about it when I did that.
beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, that's a subtle dig. I wouldn't say that the motivation was enough, so I'll let it go. I'll let
But
it pass.
also, Swiggy and Zomato are
back to your
huge giants.
stupid
No.
story.
Zomato are huge giants in Mumbai and Delhi. So like
Bangalore,
Maharashtra भी हो गया, थोड़ा UP भी हो गया. Like
I mean, is there any India outside Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore? What are you talking about, guys?
Chennai.
Chennai. Chalo.
Okay.
Oh, Cal. I love
Sure.
Cal.
And
Gurgaon.
suddenly,
Gurgaon की याद आई.
and-
तो
and suddenly Cyrus has managed to piss off like 20 states in one
20 states
row.
in one row.
And
my son,
Shriram, just
my
breathing into your
beautiful
mic.
son called Sriraam.
Uh,
You're going out to the states.
on
might
the
as
side,
well-
yeah,
I'm going out to the cities, making sure that nobody's left out, bro. At the end of the day. And it's not like we're getting support from Mumbai and Delhi. It's not like the whole two cities are like, yes, IVM, Zindabad. The only IVM guy nationalist is Navin, who for no reason
Yeah.
just drops out how good the shows are. For some reason, why do you do that?
I was taking the free boost. There's
Oh,
nothing
okay.
about the podcast. But yeah, that also.
Back to
okay,
mainland
tell me
China.
something. Tell me
Yes.
something. Would you guys
Or-
ever be able to?
You're frozen.
boycott-
Huh.
Am I
no,
frozen?
go ahead. No, you're fine.
No,
You're
no,
fine.
now
Would
you're
you
unfrozen.
You're Elsa.
Would you guys ever be able
Can we
to?
just have this
boycott
as a
Swiggy
conversation
slash-
for 5 minutes? Frozen,
You're frozen,
unfrozen.
unfrozen, yeah.
We'll just play with that.
Am I frozen? No, you're not frozen. Okay, now I'm frozen.
Are you on
again.
mute?
Okay,
You're
now
not
I'm
on mute. Yeah. Hello. Welcome. Yeah. Okay. Checking.
It's
Am I audible?
it's kind
Shriram,
of like that.
please.
It can,
Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel
Statue.
me?
would you guys ever be able to boycott Swiggy or Zomato?
I don't think
I
so.
already have.
I have a
What-
technique.
How do you do
I
that?
could.
I just uninstall it and don't use it anymore.
So what
No,
do you
no, no,
call
no.
from?
I make food at home, man. I've started.
But
Arey
how
Baba,
much?
not
yeah?
like
How
that.
much will you?
So
you
what?
have-
What
So
we do is my
Naveen,
partner
you
and
wanna
I
be-
have a shared account. So like in case we have to like splurge, then we splurge on his account, and we don't
Correct.
have to like both of us have on our phones.
You're still
it depends.
splurging. What is
But,
Swiggy,
but
Zomato
Saturday,
kind of
Sunday,
freedom?
dude, Saturday, Sunday we do
Similar,
that. We have
similar
made
point,
we have
similar
made a
point.
calendar for
Yeah,
ourselves.
yeah.
Like Monday is Chinese noodles or whatever. Tuesday is salads or whatever. Rice curry. So we have to like make something at home because it's getting unnecessarily exorbitant, man. I've
That
been
is
living
true.
outside my
Hey,
house
hey,
for the last
Naveen,
2
You
years.
said your partner.
Naveen.
So he orders for the Saturday Sundays. No, that's what I'm saying.
Naveen,
Exactly my point. Yeah.
Naveen, Wednesday is
You
eating
don't have
ass,
to
right?
shout. We can hear you.
What is it, Shriram? What is it, Shriram?
What?
Wednesday is eating ass, right?
Yeah. Wednesday's eating ass.
What is this? What is this?
He was doing the. I don't know. I was doing. I think he was
Monday,
doing the
Tuesday,
Ass
right.
eating
two in
sign?
the
What?
pink, one in the stink.
Oh.
But it doesn't work.
This is the universal ass eating sign.
My mic
that
my
can't
mic is
be
not
really-
able to stand.
Okay,
Just
let's.
give me. I need to just check this. Oh, here comes the doctor.
Yeah, you get to
So-
see his butt in two
Yeah.
frames.
Wow. Thanks, Rishi. Yeah, a little overdressed for 44 degrees Mumbai heat, but who cares? I mean,
I'm
Okay.
the same.
What-
It's
Ha,
fine.
so you're saying like cooking at home.
Maybe the
is
guy behind you has left
alternative.
and some other guy has come and is facing us. It's distracting me. There's a forehead
just-
bobbing up and down.
that guy's visitation period ended.
Okay, all right. So it was
So-
like a phone
so
call.
now-
He's just a lawyer in
3
Gurgaon
minutes.
with all
Oh.
these criminal cases.
He's just come to collect money. He's not going to help the guy get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a
Okay,
normal
so
hafta in Gurgaon.
Which means
Okay,
Sriram is
so-
behind bars, actually. If he shot it from that side.
technically in Gurgaon, there's a theka
Everybody,
every
yeah.
100 meters. Everyone's behind bars here.
There you go. There you
I
go.
thought that was
Boom, boom. Yeah, it's a good joke.
But
Yeah.
okay, so
He's going to teach
okay,
us
so
in
you're saying-
Gurgaon by choice. You know? Okay, go on.
Okay, so
Sriram, I'm
you're-
listening to you.
okay, so you're saying cooking is the alternative to, but then that's doesn't work. I feel like the
You
how
could follow
cheap
the
like
restaurant
So,
also.
also, every once in a while, there'll be a new app that will come and wreck the market. That's what always
They
happens.
can't.
Always.
No,
Sure,
now
right,
they-
but
But,
not
but doesn't last. But doesn't
doesn't last. So
is it?
Uber Eats
Yeah.
when it came, like they were like 19 rupees for a masala dosa,
Yeah.
Correct.
29 rupees for dosa and all that. And we're like, oh, what's
That's like
what-
Don't
90s
let-
prices.
There are these deals like if such and such football team wins or somebody hits a 6, you get 50% off. No, that's
Yeah,
too
yeah.
much. Yeah? You're sitting there watching a game you're not interested in because you want a Frankie.
So the thing is, it's all about like how the UI is designed to keep you hooked onto these apps essentially. Like there's one place I used to order from called Punjab Depot in Bombay right now, close to my house.
Arey, Punjab Depot.
Yeah, it's a depot. You go there, it's all like you know,
I know,
buses
I
and
know.
all.
buses and
It's got two sides. There's a depot
Joint
side and a
Depot,
shallow
Punjab.
side, and this Punjab. Yeah.
no Johnny Depot. You know, I'm that
Yeah.
actor there.
Yeah, of
you
course.
know the thing about Punjab Depot, right? They always tell you how they had such a bigger depot in Sindh back in the day.
Yeah. In West in East
Sindh. So
Punjab.
now we are crossing towards Pakistan. Our 30 states are on hold now. Let's go attack there. Yeah.
across the border. We already did that border cross joke.
By the way,
But
guys,
no, so Punjab Depot had like, you know, for example, chicken handi, which is like a 200 rupee dish or whatever.
Hmm.
They had 60% off.
I
They
think
had
it's
like,
pronounced chicken
tax-
handy. It's a chicken
Yeah.
handy.
the handi is 200 bucks. The chicken is separate.
the handy is separate.
Metal container घर पे आके. No, but now 60%, and I got really used to it, right? Like that's my mental psyche. Ki, okay, when I want like something within 150 and a gravy types, because I can make rice or chapati or anything at home.
You make the rice at home.
Yeah, rice is like
You
3
make a good
CTs.
wife here.
It's 3 CTs
For
and a
someone.
cooker, Cyrus. What the fuck?
Rice
What?
is fine.
That's all it is.
But you can't call
Yeah.
for gravy
It's the
outside and roti
ease-
घर पे
Cyrus-
बनाया. Like what is this, dude?
To me, that's the point, right? To save one way or the other is what I'm saying.
Sriram,
So it
we are-
also-
How
we
long
are
do you
different.
think it's gonna last? You think it's gonna
Yeah.
last?
Cyrus, but
That was
rice
not
is
the point of the story. The point was that I kind of got
No, but this
dependent-
point is more interesting. That you make half and order half. We're all stunned now.
Like,
It's
really,
amazing
I can't
because the
understand this.
gravy lasts twice also, because then you can use it with rice for
But
the
does
night.
it match with the food you're making?
I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
rice. Rice
roti,
goes with
yeah,
anything.
rice goes
Yeah,
with
but the
anything.
rice.
Cyrus, it's the-
I
These
mean,
things are, I mean, I
Why,
don't like.
why am I
Navin-
talking
Cyrus,
like
I
this?
would-
Rocket science.
Can I tell you
Cyrus,
something?
I'm
Rice is
telling-
very easy
I
to
don't-
make.
No, no,
I
rice
don't
is
like.
very
I
very
don't
good.
like puffy rice. Okay, my family loves puffy rice. That both the Thai people gave and
You like the
the
sticky
South
ones,
people.
yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Like
I like
basmati,
I like
like
almost
basmati.
fried, crispy rice.
So
Yeah, like
that's
that.
4 CTs. That's 4 CTs.
Yeah.
Cyrus is the easiest thing to make. You
you
just keep
sure?
rice. Listen, Cyrus, you just keep.
And
you
like,
just keep
and just
Can you
listen-
can you bajao 4 CTs right now?
that's what I'm
towards that-
saying. That's
towards
what
that
I'm
girl?
saying. That's
I
what
want
I'm
to see
saying.
what happens. We
Rice
never had blood on the show, you know. I mean, if we can
Cyrus,
just go for 4. Come on,
Cyrus-
Sriram.
loudly
Cyrus,
with
it's
the
the easiest-
fingers in mouth.
it's
No,
the
no, no.
easiest thing to cook rice.
As
You
he
know,
puts you, you'll say, "Mera naam hai Sriram, naam to suna hi hoga."
Cyrus, it's the easiest thing to cook
Yes.
rice. You know, you just
Yes.
put you just put some rice in some water, keep it to boil, and then get 3 Gurgaon guys to let it women, and then it's done. Like
I think
just
it's a
3
rice bag.
whistles.
Okay,
you know.
Himisha has seconded Naveen's approach.
Yeah.
I do that a
Which
lot.
is-
Order a little and cook a little. Works well.
Yeah, so my point is, as long
So
as it
that
works
way-
in the sense of the fusion of this is good.
Yeah.
So my whole worry is you're
So that
ordering
way
extra-
you're like,
Yeah,
somewhere-
the point I was coming to, for example,
Oh, the
like
point is different, guys.
yeah, the 200 rupee chicken curry, for example, would come for 120. Okay, after
Ah,
discounts and everything,
okay,
they were
ah.
doing like massive discounts. I'm like 120 is fine.
Ah.
Now they've removed the 60% cap altogether. Like now people are so hooked onto it. Now overnight it's gone. Okay, so now the same 200 rupee curry with the delivery and the taxes and everything comes to 320.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
that's good.
exorbitant, unnecessary, stupid ass 50 rupees for delivery for 1.5 kilometers.
The
Dude,
delivery
50
boy-
rupees, 1.5 kilometers should not be,
No, he
should be
doesn't-
free delivery,
The
man.
delivery guy
Yeah.
does the lap dance. I
He
guess
should,
there's
he
something
should
extra
at that
on
point.
yeah.
But why put more pressure on delivery restaurant?
Those guys are suffering.
owner
the
of-
No,
most,
but
yeah.
this is the terrible thing because it's like petrol pricing. You can't go up and down all the time. It's driving us nuts, you know.
Dude,
I was saying
Didn't
5 years.
Wasn't there a point where I think the Restaurants Association tried to start their own like independent Zomato Swiggy?
they did. I think you're right. Yeah, yeah.
They did.
Oh, I
the
think they
pandemic-
had that in the works or something.
They had a
like
big
that.
meeting and
then-
everybody got
Yeah.
COVID at the meeting and so they abandoned it. Now
But
that-
Yeah.
why
come
don't,
back.
I mean, what about ordering from restaurants themselves? They used to do that, like calling up the restaurant.
The
Direct
restaurants hate him
Direct.
because they have butter chicken चाहिए, but roti नहीं चाहिए. Only chicken, no butter. Gravy के साथ नहीं.
Yeah.
Option dry मिलेगा नहीं. Chicken tikka without
बिरयानी का
masala.
सिर्फ राइस भेज दो, मैं बटर घर पे बना
Yeah,
दूंगा।
biryani.
Yeah.
Chicken में crispy देता हूँ, वो
Yeah.
crispy
And
Yeah.
then the worst part is now he's sending his partner to pick it up also. Delivery boy नहीं चाहिए. This cheap bastard is figured out many ways to screw the system. I think Indians will screw the system. We'll always come. We'll meet them halfway. Tomatoes
It is
finished.
smarter though. It's
Sorry.
generally smarter, yeah.
Okay, we've been told by the referee that we have to take a break right now, guys.
Yeah, the Chinese are offended right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
let's just
upset.
order some. Let's just
The
order some
Restaurant
Swiggy, guys.
Association is offended with Navin right now.
Also,
So
you
let's
know,
take a break.
For the amount of money I've paid for their fucking food, they should be thankful, okay?
and
I
you know,
mean,
you
no,
guys
that's
have,
Swiggy and
wow.
Zomato.
you
That's
guys
not
have,
association.
you guys
all
have
of-
made
all of them.
cracks about border states of Pakistan and China, and you never mention Bangladesh. It's like a complex. Bangladesh is always feeling, why aren't we the enemy? We're
So
always
Cyrus,
there.
who do you
They're-
think
they're
is
not
cooking
as
the Chinese
bad.
food in Bombay right now for us?
Because they're not doing as badly. I
Hey,
think that's the
what
problem.
is?
Yeah.
Hey, what
The
is
false-
Bangladeshi
Yeah,
food?
they
the
are.
best.
They're the best.
Bangladesh
Yeah,
is the
man.
best right
Yeah.
now.
They're also the
Hey,
happiest,
listen.
if I'm not wrong.
It's not
Hey,
a joke.
listen.
It's the
it is
truth.
true.
And they gave great food to CR Park in Delhi. So it's like,
You think?
yeah.
But this is Bangla food is a little different from the Bangla food. Our Bangla food.
Yeah,
So
what
the
is Bangladeshi
original
food?
settlers of CR Park settlers are all
It's
Bangladeshis
Bengali
only. So
Yeah.
it's come with like the mutton and everything more.
Yeah, so mutton,
yeah,
red
so
meat
it's a-
heavy, red meat
It's
heavy.
a Mughal Bangla
Yeah,
combo,
yeah,
like that kind of.
hybrid.
Yeah, very nice.
You are fine one to talk, no? You make one food here and take one food there and pull a delivery
Outside my
parcel.
hometown, I eat everything. Like I splurge, I save money only because I can travel as a comic
Yeah.
and do shows in the evening. But
And-
daytime, like just eat the best food
Yeah.
ever.
I don't
because
understand
it's
this phrase travel as a comic. I mean, you're a
Yeah,
human being.
that
man.
is that was a weird turn of phrase. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody says 3 men, 1
Yeah.
woman, 1 baby, 1
Naveen,
dog. You have
Naveen.
comic.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
no,
it's like
Naveen, if they
comic
told
pass.
you, Naveen, if they told you, will you travel as a writer? You'll be like, no, I'm not doing that.
No.
Okay,
Not only as a
I am a
clarify,
comic, yaar.
clarify.
Okay,
So when,
clarify.
when, when the
This
comic
is
boards are
comic.
playing, they're like in case of emergency, you have to start doing jokes. You have to play. If you're crash landing, start doing the best material you have.
It's a horrible job to tell people, no? Because everybody would jokes now.
No,
Immediately.
but
Always,
that's
very
always
common.
been like a bonus also, Cyrus. You know,
Yeah.
like I'll land in a city and I'll go to the smoking room, okay?
Yeah.
And there's always an idiot who doesn't buy smokes at the state at whatever airport they board from. So they'll look at the guy with the pack, for example, me, and be like, "Do you have an extra smoke?" And I'm like, "Yeah, extra smoke." I always give them because I'm like small talk, and I'm like, "Where are you traveling from?" They're like, "Whatever." I'm like, "From Bombay." They're like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "I'm a comic." They're like, "What? You're a comic?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Just look it up right now." And I gain a subscriber right there. Like I sweet talk
That's
them
what-
into getting a
that-
subscriber on YouTube.
That is
right
what
there.
17.
Whore.
That's 17
Wow.
rupees
Wow,
a
for
one
subscriber.
cigarette, you got a
Naveen,
subscriber. huh?
you
20 rupees.
absolute
That's
no,
the
no,
acquisition
no,
rate.
Naveen,
Naveen.
Price of
For the
acquisition
sake of one
customer.
subscriber,
Exchange rate is
I'm
good.
the
Yeah.
kind of guy who tells the fellow, don't watch the fucking show because I'm trying to help humanity. Make sure you don't come anywhere close to this. Sriraam, are we wrong to do that? You do the same.
I
talking
agree.
about
I tried that. I
Very
tried
smart
that once. I tried that once, and the guy ended up asking 3 more cigarettes from me. So it's just a loss making venture.
He made Sriraam the ashtray.
What if Naveen
Yeah,
met
it is.
Sriram? If y'all met, what would have happened? That would have been fun.
We've done this together. Like Sriraam and I, we start doing improv games in the middle of like actual places.
Where in that terrible smoke room of 16 square feet with 80 people smoking, you're
Yeah.
doing stand up.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
die in 3 minutes.
Stand up is different. Improv is different. Improv is making everybody cringe. It's just
You
like that's the
You know the
actual
actor,
goal.
the actor Kabir
Hey,
Bedi.
Cyrus,
Yeah.
In Macau, he took me
Cyrus, have
inside.
you-
He said, "Just give me company in the smoking room." So I went there. It was like a small cabinet, and I couldn't breathe. It was like Star Wars, man. It was like freaking everywhere. There was smoke, and it was unbelievable. If you
Yeah.
don't smoke, you trust me, it's the worst place, right?
I know.
A
I know.
non-smoker. Oh my!
That's
Yeah,
why
that's
like
what
they took away from
Hey,
the flights
listen, have
also
you?
now.
Yeah.
Like old days, you could just smoke in the flights.
Sriram, come in,
Yeah, but-
come in, Sriram. Black Cobra to
Cyrus,
Sriram.
have
Black
you-
Cobra to
have-
Sriram. Come in.
Cyrus, have you never smoked?
I've never. Oh, I've smoked in a play, but I kept coughing and I couldn't see
That
my
was an
lines.
actual cigarette? Like,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
tobacco?
yeah,
Didn't give
yeah.
you a
We'll
verbal
take a
one.
break and I'll come back and tell you all about it.
Oh,
Sriram,
Cyrus first smoke.
you light my heart on fire. Look. Did you see the
Hey
buggers?
everybody, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Advertising is Dead, Varun speaks with Shashank Mehta, founder and CEO of The Whole Truth Foods. He shares his own journey of moving from eating mostly junk food to starting an enterprise that produces health foods with clean ingredients. The Simplified hosts explore the fascinating topic of mimetic theory and entrepreneur Peter Thiel's interpretations of how anthropologist Renee Girard speaks about it. On Pulyabazi, Pranay and Saurabh analyze how organic farming has affected Sri Lanka. Marathi Kirkithan has a fascinating episode where the Deshmukhs decode one of India's most celebrated poems. And on Say No to Drama, Chetna unfolds some truths about getting a promotion and the drama around it. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Also, don't forget to rate us on any of the platforms you might be listening to us on. And do check us out on YouTube. We're building a whole bunch of different channels. You can find them on ivmpodcast.com/YouTube. And we're also doing a small listener survey, which we would really appreciate your help with. It helps us kind of talk to advertisers. So you could go to ivmpodcast.com/survey. It'll just take a couple of minutes and it would be really, really helpful to us. We do appreciate this. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, SBI Life Insurance and the India Water Portal. Thank you so much for making this possible.
You know, a civilization is looked at by their furniture. And the furniture in IVM is horrible, I have to tell you. There are chairs without arms. How can you have chairs without arms? I mean, how do you sit for long?
Yeah, there's like a joke of an arm over here.
That's not an arm. That's really, I mean,
It's just an indentation for your ass to hit
your bum,
first.
your bum. That's a bum support.
Container.
If you're fat, that's it.
It's like if you land on that, it will slide you into the seat. That's how
I
it
feel
works.
very selfish people design furniture like this. You know, they want you to suffer. You're just spending long time there. You know what to do with your hands and all this. Just moving around like a big balloon. It's not fair, man.
Okay, cool. Cyrus will get arms attached to this chair.
Please.
I
at least
think
one
that's
arm.
what separates us from Joe Rogan's podcast, to be honest.
Yeah, they have arms, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
And ammunitions.
although they have alopecia. I mean,
Joe
Yeah.
does.
Joe Rogan,
Yes.
Joe Rogan has alopecia.
Yeah,
I
he
thought
does, he
won
does.
with. Oh, he really on Will Smith's side. Like I felt that and all that, but no, nothing.
Joe Rogan was on Wilson's side.
No, he wasn't.
He was, of
No,
course.
no, no,
Oh,
no,
no,
no, no.
sorry.
What?
Chris Rock
What's wrong
side.
with you?
Sorry,
He's a comic dude. Why
No,
would he ever
no, no.
take something?
Not
It's,
Chris Rock side,
it's
it was
50%, one or the other.
No, but he
yeah.
was definitely on.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he would have been like, if I
How
was
can you
there
be on-
and if it hit me, I'm an MMA expert, I would have done this.
he
This.
said,
and then this,
wouldn't it be great if Chris
Actually,
Rock
he
had
didn't
1
do.
year of solid jujitsu training?
Yeah, he did that, but that was a tongue in cheek. But I'm saying he
Yeah.
didn't do any of the macho talk because I really irritated me when people went into this macho talk space. Did you get it?
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, I would have punched him back. Why didn't you hit him?" And all. That's not the point.
No,
The
that's
point
fine.
is that's really not the point.
Yeah, and I'm not
No,
processing
no.
that. Oh, man,
If it were Joe Rogan, what he'd do is he'd get a alopecia expert
Yeah.
and speak
Well,
about how
so
like
tell
it's
me what's the
difficult.
problem with
No,
alopecia?
No,
no,
he'd get an alopecia expert
Jamie,
from.
look that up real quick.
Yeah,
He'll
no.
find an alopecia expert from CNN and then ridicule them on the show.
Yeah, no,
That would
alopecia
be the-
expert, and they'll tell you how like they are the only person who suffer while looking at the Oscars. You know, basically you'll get jealous.
Yeah,
They-
No more cancer or AIDS.
Yeah.
Wait,
But
are
I
you
think
saying
it
the
was-
Oscar trophy
or
was also
dengue.
making fun of Jada Pinkett Smith?
Yeah, it was in her head shape.
Is it Jada or Jada? That's the other problem.
It's Jada.
It's
It's
Jada.
Jada, J.
It's Jada
I've
Lagay.
heard
Yeah,
them say
it's
Jada.
Jada
Also. Is
Pinkett
it Jada or Jada?
It
Make up
could-
your mind.
In India, it's Jada.
When you feel cold.
No, Jada.
Yeah.
As she ages and puts on weight. Is that your point?
Yeah,
so,
correct.
so Will Smith invested
Yeah.
in this. I'll call her Jada, so later on she won't feel bad. I'm already calling her Jada when she's hot, and as she gets really fat and ugly and loses her hair, I'm like, oh, Jada.
The funniest thing was that everybody was asking Daniel Radcliffe what his thoughts on the whole thing are.
And he didn't say anything.
And so he was like, there's already enough
he's a
thoughts.
Sachin Tendulkar fan.
No, so
just for
wait
the
a minute.
record.
So he said, I don't have any thoughts on this because everybody had so much opinions. I don't want to add mine. And then people said that again and again over the top. Like, he has no opinions.
Little
But
cowardly.
they're just, no, but the thing is, you're sharing his
is.
opinion by sharing. the
No,
other
yeah,
thing.
that's
Such
true,
a-
but I'm saying it's a little
such a
cowardly when they
huffle-
don't want to put their.
J.K. Rowling must
Yeah,
have.
by
it.
the way,
Must
by
have
the way,
it.
But there's no gay and
Navin,
lesbian
Navin.
and transgender. Her opinion is
I
only
know.
relevant if
Right,
it's.
yeah.
And that's the
Naveen,
thing that
isn't
everybody
that
like,
such
the
a-
new Dumbledore movies all
Yeah,
great
yeah,
and all,
yeah,
but
yeah.
this is the
This is-
biggest transphobe ever. It's the
Naveen,
craziest thing.
Daniel
Sriram's feeling
Radcliffe,
left out. Sriram,
Daniel
you're holding something between your fingers.
Yeah, Sriram.
Daniel,
Daniel
Daniel
Is that a
Radcliffe being-
laddu? A cheap
Daniel
laddu
Radcliffe.
in Gurgaon. Sorry, go on.
Daniel
Daniel
Radcliffe.
Radcliffe.
being quiet
Daniel
about the whole
Radcliffe.
thing.
15th
Okay,
time
all together,
saying
hold
it.
hands and
Daniel
Radcliffe.
Rupert Grint, Emma Watson,
Yeah.
Ray
Great actors.
Fiennes.
yeah,
Arey,
great
bhai,
actors.
complete
the
the
cast of Harry
sentence.
Potter.
All I'm
Felton.
saying is Daniel Radcliffe being quiet about this whole thing is such a Ravenclaw move, isn't it?
Now you killed it because he already killed it. You know, what did you do?
Double
He set
murder.
himself up and then you two went on with all the names and yeah, I
But
killed
it's,
it.
it's good. It was good only.
It was
Sriram.
good, nice,
Stay
yeah.
with
Come on,
us,
Sriram.
you'll get another crack at something. Stay with us, Sriram. Okay, you set it up beautifully. It's not your fault. He ran you out literally. I felt that. That was a bit competitive and unnecessary. But I think they put the AC off. They definitely put the AC off. Raise your hand. I can see the sweat in our armpit areas, yours and mine.
If Will Smith was in Hogwarts, which house would he be in, guys?
I don't know, but if he was Mr. and Mrs. Smith, that's the right movie for him. If you ask me, that was horrible. What a bad film. But sorry,
It
It was
in
bad,
Hogwarts-
bad.
That's an
It was
interesting
horrible. It
question.
was
I mean,
very
it
bad.
was-
Rubbish film.
I saw it when I was very young.
You
and I
make fun of
started
Hindi
enjoying-
movies. You look down on Hindi movies.
Oh,
What is that? That's a Hindi
No,
movie in
first
English.
time it was like, oh, because they are like a couple,
Yeah,
Angelina,
that's
and
what-
they're acting together and all
Oh,
that.
Jennifer को छोड़ के ये किया तूने?
And
Hey,
to be
you
honest,
know-
Brad Pitt looks the worst in that movie. He's got this horrible crew
And
cut.
he's a pretty good
Yeah.
actor otherwise.
He's a great
Great actor.
I think he'll die like that person who looked too good to be playing good roles. No, like he's
Like
so
Paul
good.
Newman.
Yeah.
Or me. Three of us now.
Even Burton, no?
You think Richard Burton?
Yeah.
He played
Oh,
a
I
lot of
uh,
thought you
great
said Tim
roles.
Burton is not an actor.
Tim Burton. was in it.
Richard, at the end of the day,
Laurence
Navin and I-
Olivier. All these people have. like
we're
a
giving
curse.
away our age, bro.
Yeah.
A
yeah.
little bit.
I'm
Let's
classic
talk about some
Hollywood.
other good-looking men who recently made a hate
Thanks.
speech.
Thanks.
To answer Antariksh's original question,
You
Antariksh's
bastard! He set himself up with a good joke, you cut that. You guys are just not letting anybody get their joke moment out, yeah. Silverie had a nice segue, and you killed it with your
But it's
bloody.
fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. Shira, go ahead.
To
like
answer
your own
We're the
Antariksh's
four worst together people, because nobody's doing it intentionally, but you
Yeah.
just screw up the other guy's moment.
Yeah, we finally figured out
To-
the worst combination on his
Worst,
panel.
without having enmity. At least the
Yeah.
other guys don't like each other, so they kill enmity.
Yeah, R.I.P. Ganguly.
to answer Antariksh's
What was that?
He doesn't like me either, so it's okay.
Ganguly,
Yeah.
Ganguly, you don't get along?
Yeah, we don't get along.
Hang in there, Sriraam. This is breaking news.
Yes.
Sriraam knows this.
Why do our panelists not like each other? What is this?
Hey, Silverie,
We
do
But
you-
now
need to
it's
do
too
more
late to,
research.
it's too late to dig up shit
Huh?
right now. It's okay.
I wasn't aware of this.
now the second
but
or
if he's
third
saying-
pairing that's got a little bit of issue, and we don't even know.
But that's the thing. We are so professional. We just came and did our thing
Yeah,
anyways.
it's very
yeah?
cool.
Did you know this?
I'm not really.
See exactly how good am I at covering.
Well,
it
why
all.
don't you like each other? He seems
It's-
perfectly
it's a-
nice.
it's
Let's
a-
not-
It's a
let's not-
8-year long whatever.
No, I don't get into the personal life, but what the fuck? What is this,
Yeah.
man?
Let us topic.
Let's
Topic
go
is
to the
on
topic.
topic.
Ganguly's like he's.
I have stories. I'll tell you.
Is it to do with work fighting or something?
mostly work, mostly personality issues also. Like we have very clashing ego issues.
What are you guys are dealing with the right wing, which he's going to tell you about in a second, and
Yeah.
you two comics struggling to have
No,
words.
no, one thing common
but
about the
fighting
left,
with
we hate each
personality-
other.
But if someone else were to attack a comedian, then they'll always stand for the comedian.
Yeah, we'll support
Comedy
each other.
first.
Comedy first, yeah.
Yeah.
You die for your art.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
that's
That's
what it
good.
is.
And then kill each other.
Yeah. All right.
Sad
So
story that
in-
we break up so many couples for no reason. What
Yeah,
the
it's
stupid show.
Tragic it is. Yeah.
Really. Sriram, I understand why you're in Gurgaon because you got no friends in Mumbai.
It's just very toxic,
Clear to
this
the
whole
actors,
comedy
actually.
space is very
Toxic.
toxic.
Navin, you're
Yeah.
for real here, right?
He's gone to fill the void other people have left by moving out
Well,
of there.
Ganguly came to
far-
Bombay, so he's gone there.
How
Exactly.
far,
I didn't want to say that, but you said it.
Shriram, how far is Gurgaon from Jantar Mantar in Delhi?
The right time, 30
Everything is
minutes.
half an hour away.
30 minutes at the right time. Yeah.
It's,
Oh,
I think
not
we calculate time and riot time.
Yeah,
in
they
Delhi.
tell you time only. 30
Uh,
minutes lagega.
Shriram, were you
That's
in
the
Delhi
way.
on Sunday? This past
Bilkul
Sunday, were you in Delhi?
36 minutes.
I was.
Yeah, then you could have made it to this hate speech.
He was very much there. What is
Would
his
have been
name?
nice, would have
What
been
is
Yeah.
his name?
Yeah.
Huh?
What is his
They were
name?
chanting his name only.
What
Yeah,
is his name?
more than welcome. More than
Again, you
welcome.
try to set it up and you have to say it
Yeah.
5 times
Yeah.
and then he has to help.
There were two guys at the venue. There was
I
Jay and
resigned.
Sriram.
I resigned from comedy. I'm in medicine from now on. I'm a medical expert. Dr. Brocha here. Tell me about alopecia.
All right. So at Jantar Mantar on Sunday, the Save India Foundation.
You know what the problem is? It's
You made him conscious. You made him
No,
conscious.
no,
That
no.
is the
He-
worst
he-
thing you could do, Cyrus.
He's setting it up, but he's got this queer smile on his face about the whole thing, I mean, it's a tragic story in the sense it's just like, it's almost malice filled. Go on.
Yeah, this is very sad.
Like at
Please.
Jantar Mantar,
Yeah.
there were
Okay, guys watching, please, we are not insensitive
Yeah, we're
people,
not.
but the
It's-
moment
yeah, it's
is not
the
in our
moment is
control.
very like that, yeah.
Please like, share, subscribe.
Even if you were at Jantar Mantar on that particular morning. Yeah.
So on Sunday at Jantar Mantar,
What is your
there was
podcasting voice?
the Save India Foundation.
ASMR.
We don't need
Okay,
Attenborough.
let's
We
not-
don't need
let's-
Attenborough, Rupesh.
on Sunday.
Sunday saw the gathering of a gaggle of hate mongers in Jantar Mantar in Delhi.
Was it Delhi?
This
Yeah, it was
annual
Delhi.
congregation
So basically,
is
yeah,
attended by the worst
of
of the worst, namely Pragya.
I thought you were going to go for Ganguly for no reason.
No, no.
I was worried there.
Again, comedy
gangs,
first.
peace out, peace out. Yeah.
So basically, there was a lot of hate speech that was made at this event. These guys had asked for permission from the Mumbai police, from the Delhi police.
He has one job.
They came to Mumbai
It's
police.
written
I
there.
can't- I
एक
can't
ही
get it
bank
wrong.
of job है.
Delhi police-
Attenborough is doing the setup. He has to just do the bloody job.
I was
Four lines.
improvising my lines.
Four fucking
Oh,
lines.
fuck. Oh, shit.
Mumbai police. No.
Delhi police.
You see, the problem with that is not that you're wrong. It's the gravity of the situation. Goes.
Yeah,
You
I
can't-
know, I know.
Somebody hold my cup. I'm gonna go.
Hold your cup. Think of sex at a time like
It
this.
flow it over.
Oh, it floweth in my face, you
I
moron.
was laughing so much it was wobbling.
Okay. Mumbai police help
They
the
asked the Delhi
Ah.
police for permission, but the Delhi police was like, no, you can't really have this rally.
You're
here."
quoting them.
But
Uh,
Oh,
they
nahi
went
yaar, oh,
ahead with
nahi.
it. They went ahead with it anyway.
uh.
Okay, firstly that
Yeah.
they are also not allowed to do this rally, but they're doing it anyway.
But since they weren't allowed,
But-
how come they were not stopped, beta?
That's a question, right? Because the police, they must have definitely
It
been
was
there.
Sunday or Sunday pe hum
Yeah.
kaam nahi karta.
So also, so then one of the main speakers at this event was a person named Yati Narasinghanand Saraswati.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also
and
known
he-
as Pappu. I mean, there is also
Also known as
YNS.
Getty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Gary.
Yati.
You know, it might be quite mod.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
I'm Gary, bro.
Nari, Nari.
I'm Gary.
Yeah. And the kind of speech this person made was like really inflammatory.
This
He was
guy's
saying
already
things
an offender.
like, yeah, he's already been arrested. He's
For
out on
speech
bail
thing
right
or
now.
more than that?
Speech,
Okay.
but like proper like hate-inducing speech. You know,
Yeah.
like it's like he's saying like
Like what we
अगर
do on
if
the
he had-
podcast.
Yeah, he's saying stuff like, अरे हिंदू हो तो अब जाओ जाके घर में बच्चा करो सिर्फ वही करो
Can you
बच्चे
do
करो
that? Can you do that in Lilliputian accent?
In?
Lilliputian.
What is
Liverpudlian.
Liverpudlian?
Liverpudlian.
Liverpudlian is like the
I
guy
mean,
from the-
why fall it on this guy, man? It's like a demeaning.
What do you, they could
horrible
be right
person.
wing. You can be from north of England with a right wing attitude. I mean, bro,
Not the
don't be a
Beatles.
geographist. Don't be a geographist.
But so basically, he said things like, if in 20 years you'll see that 40% of Hindus are killed. If we get a PM who's a Muslim PM, 50% of you will convert to Islam. So just go make children and make them carry weapons.
It
you know,
was a
teach
sex
them how to
speech.
fight.
Yeah.
Teach
Go
them how
and
to fight.
procreate. That was the point of this.
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
Like
it
go
was.
and fornicate.
Sounds very
Go
much
and
like the
fornicate.
Parsis. Huh?
It was-
Parsis are the same program.
Yeah, like please, guys, please.
Please
But
procreate. Not
somebody
about the
has
hate
like-
rate and all
yeah,
that, but
yeah.
just because we are dying.
Yeah,
Correct.
somebody please.
Similar
Yeah.
concept. They borrowed our philosophy. And Parsis are under like 60, 70,000. Hindus are how much? Let me guess. 984 million plus one,
And then-
plus one,
yeah.
plus one more.
Also, so then after the speech and all, right? All these people get all excited and all, whatever.
Excited.
You know how it is, man. People
Yeah,
get
they're like,
riled
किधर
up.
है लड़की?
People get riled up.
लेके आओ. They're like, oh shit.
all the-
Who will Jantar?
Riled up,
Mantar.
Everybody's horny. listening.
No, no.
This guy is like
Not
a.
sexually
Is
excited,
sexually
man.
like कि जाओ घर पे.
I didn't say-
ओए.
I didn't say they're sexually excited. Just get riled up, you know, they get riled up, they got all that adrenaline. And they started beating up journalists who were recording the event, saying that you guys are spreading fake news about Hindus. But dude, you guys just made the speech. What are you talking about?
But where were the
Started
police?
So that's what the
The
police.
police
so
was
apparently,
standing outside watching.
the police-
That's-
And the
this
police
guy,
was
this
having-
journalist,
Blame Kejriwal because
I'll
the
tell you,
police
I'll
are
tell
under him.
Yep.
after the thing, some journalists only got detained by the police.
The news
India.
laundry people got
This is
done.
such
Yeah.
India, okay?
This
Yeah.
is like the Kristallnacht, do you remember, in Nazi Germany?
Yeah.
Where all the Jewish shops were broken
Yeah.
down on, I think, November 8th,
Yes, correct.
1938.
And then they only got arrested.
And then
They're
they
like-
arrested the
yeah, the Jews.
victims.
Yeah.
This is fascism at its
They're like,
best.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's.
So
थाने देखा तूने?
I think that philosophy
So
is
at-
great.
yeah.
They
at the
come
po-
to the police station, you
yeah.
put them in. Why? Because they got
They
beaten
might
up.
as well just like go inside.
Might as well.
Give me your fingerprints.
You are only the perpetrator. You broke your own store. Come inside. Sorry, I will
Yeah.
do that with an accent. We shall stick to the script.
9.
Ah, oh, what is your name? Das Gupta? Das Gupta, come here.
Das Gupta.
He's
No,
the
I
one
said-
Bengali.
Cyrus,
Okay,
Cyrus,
this is not even
Cyrus.
funny. This is insensitive beyond belief. Yeah,
Cyrus,
go.
er is nicht Dasgupta, er ist ein Ganguly.
Huh.
Okay.
No? So,
Uh,
it's not Dasgupta, it's Ganguly, and hence.
Okay,
the
one
surname.
second. One
I was
second.
going for that.
I'm a little worried here because we're trying to bury the hatchet and bring peace to our comic brethren.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't do that. Don't do that. But what we'll do is we can allow them to have like a scrap on camera. We just air your differences. Do you think that'll be a
I
good
feel-
idea?
Yeah.
I feel that was
Someone
good.
said.
I think
Someone like Grim Fandango said. we should
Fandango.
Fandango.
Be careful, your sensitive subject.
We should moderate ourselves. But
But I've been saying that from the first 15
What are
minutes.
we
No
saying?
one's listening to me.
what did we say that was not sensitive?
I don't know.
Uh,
He started getting excited.
Gujarat has good food.
It went downhill from the guy in the back of his shoulder who just kept on bombing the show.
Yeah.
There's nothing much we could do after
Peeping.
yeah.
Tom.
Okay.
yeah.
Got it.
Finish the
Yeah,
point. So
yeah,
then they arrested the
So
journalist.
they arrested some of the journalists. I detained some of the journalists.
Hmm.
And so then other journalists went to the police station to talk to the journalists, to tell us what happened. तुम लोग थे वहाँ पे, you were at the Jantar Mantar, what happened there?
Hmm.
And they were like, hey, so all this hate speech happened. Then people started gathering around these journalists and like, intimidating them. They took their phones from their hands, took their
In the
cameras.
station.
No, this
At
is
the ground.
at the Jantar
Oh.
Mantar thing.
Yeah.
These,
Oh. I've done
these
events in
rally
Jantar
people.
Mantar, not like this.
Yeah, of course, with permission also.
Yes. No
Yeah.
police though. Huh?
Yeah. So no. So then they started deleting the videos that they had taken on their phone. They were like, "अरे तुम लोग hate speech, like fake news फैलाओगे हिंदू के बारे में, हाँ हिंदू के बारे में फैलाओगे सब." Started deleting that. Apple they started going to like the deep files also and deleting like from there, and then so apparently some police officers did try to walk up to these people and they said, "कि नहीं नहीं यहाँ पे मत आओ, यहाँ पे मत आओ," ऐसे करके they sent the police people
Yeah.
away, and the police people went away, dude.
But
They're
where's the
intimidating
police
premise.
have intent to arrest you or not? If they're not, I mean, that's the point. If they're going to just look the other way, then
Now there'll be
hence
a
a lot of
inquiry.
people
There'll
Now
be
they've because this video
yeah.
came out, right? They've filed an FIR against this person and the organization of the event.
So there's
So
footage
now-
of this person's
Yeah,
speech. Proper.
but he's still out, dude. He's not arrested again. And people like
He's
Munawar
not
getting
the-
arrested for
he's
things
not
they
the
don't
only
even-
one, Silverie, in the country
Of
who
course.
made hate speeches and are walking around on a
ridiculous, yeah.
pedestal. Sadly, there are at least 3 or 4 more. Not being Ganguly
Even that
and Navin.
the Sulli
That's a
Bai guy
personal
got
fact.
out no on bail.
So the
The boy, the young guy engineer who was like
Yeah.
the Sulli
Correct,
Bai
correct,
deal where they
correct,
were
yeah.
auctioning women.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
okay.
don't understand that Tejasvi Surya guy is still out, man. He never gets
Yeah,
arrested. What
these
is
guys
this
are
bullshit?
out roaming
Can he
around.
come on the podcast? Because we want Venom here.
You know,
Because
he
it's
has
you.
been on Kunal Kamra's podcast a few years back. Before he started
Don't
doing
make
this
us feel
stuff.
bad that we are not Kunal
No,
Kamra.
before he started
we have
doing
tried
all
to be
this-
less funny, but it's not working.
Sooner or later we'll get there.
Boss, forget that. He promised me Munawar back in
I
the pandemic.
I never promised
On
Munawar.
day 1 of his arrest,
I would never.
44 days he was in.
I said
every
we'll try and
day.
get him, but we can't. Firstly, can't get him from jail.
Their friendship,
And then after I started
your
stopped doing
friendship
interviews,
deteriorated slowly. First you were best
We
friends,
weren't
then
friends.
chatty
That's-
buddies,
that never-
then we had
yeah,
to change
that
together.
never-
Then they were
Yeah.
3 of them played the role of a lizard together in a party, or was that
Yeah,
me
correct,
and the other
correct.
2 Kunals? Yeah, all that.
Now if you need Munawar, you'll have to have Kangna for it because she has
Yeah,
contact
yeah,
passed
log
to
Now
them.
he has to call up Kunal Kamra and request him, and they don't even know each other.
Yeah.
Silverie, this is not happening, bro. The Munawar contact's gone forever.
Yeah, that's fine.
And now he'll do an MBA and become an English teacher in
we-
Germany or something. You know, we'll lose
I
that.
think we've talked about it enough.
Yeah, I think
Let's
get it.
wait till the
We
next
get it.
comic gets arrested.
Yeah.
Might just be on this panel for all you know.
I just hope it's not because of an inter-comic feud, you know, between Delhi and Mumbai.
yeah.
One comic, one comic has murdered another comedian.
Another comic has been murdered
Tell me-
on the streets
but
of
tell me
Jantar
something.
Mantar.
But here's the funny
Tell
thing
me-
about like these you know, whenever police detains anybody in big groups in Delhi, they take them from one ground and put them in another ground. That's what they essentially do. They're like, you go away from this
No.
noisy place and go create
The
for
funny
us.
part is if the cop is trying to interfere, how can he interfere for 5 seconds and back off? You understand
Yeah,
how
how
funny
do you-
that is?
exactly.
He's like,
Yeah.
"Mere ko dikhao,
Why-
footage dikhao."
Why is the
Camera
cop
de
getting
do.
intimidated?
And then
Yeah.
the guy says, "Nahi dunga." Okay. I mean, that's basically interaction.
The
That's
cop is
Yeah.
like, footage dikao.
Uh.
Why are you recording on your phone when they have a live stream going out? They have better quality HD print going out
okay.
for all of them to see.
Please,
Alright.
no recordings.
All right. As usual,
Yeah,
we were
Is
trying
this
to.
insensitive, grim
It's-
fandango,
Yeah.
or is it a funny
Leave Grim
joke?
Fandango alone. He's one of us.
I think it's a funny joke. We have to make light of depressing situations. That's what the whole life is about, right? Like you're like, oh, but you have to be careful what you
it's a
say.
democracy.
No, we
Fandango has a right.
There's people out there asking for murder and they're okay, and we are just like
We're just kind of making jokes.
in the grand scheme of
We
things,
are
we are
not making
comics.
jokes.
We are
We're
jesters.
just trying to have a conversation. Unfortunately, it's really terrible. That's what
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
out of it. Yeah.
If that's what
And-
your goal is,
And
then
Sriram is holding two things between his fingers. A small little, I just seem so sexual.
He's so used to it. Though.
Why- Yeah.
Sorry.
And-
I just
Clearly, it is
remembered.
his own because he's smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on. sir.
No, just remembering Grim Fandango, it reminds me the lyrics of the song after which he's named after, which
No,
goes,
the
"Mama,
Queen song.
Mama, I killed a Muslim man."
Oh shit!
All right, we pause.
Okay.
We wait for the pathos to hit.
All
Put
With
a
the
oh, put a-
sarcastic.
put a trishul on his head.
Jesus Christ! Okay, stop it. Now it's pushing me also. Like
No, he's in Gurgaon. We won't see or hear from him. Don't worry. There are people
No, but
around.
Yeah.
he's saying
Yeah.
the right things for Gurgaon. Na? They're happy with him there.
Yeah, but they don't know he's trying to be, satirical in his
Sorry, I'm
approach,
just
yeah.
hating on an entire.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
so.
Satire-
Unnecessary. Yeah.
Satire hasn't reached Jantar Mantar yet, so Gurgaon is 20.
It's come to UP. It's called Vyang. And from there, it's finding its way slowly. It'll take a little while. Yeah. All right.
You're the AMS?
EMEs. What a great idea. And put the AC back on, Baba, please. IVM has got money.
By the way,
90
also
people-
50%
why
of
90?
us would die either ways. It's not just the Hindus.
Okay. Are you on another podcast or medication that you're not clear about? This is the time to tell us. What the hell are you talking about?
No, sir.
No, in the sense, in the speech,
100% of us will die.
100% of
eventually.
us will die, but in the
Yeah.
next 30 years, at least 50% of us, I think, would die.
Should die.
So
What?
that's a very touchy topic for people like me and Naveen. All right? You know what I mean?
So
Unnecessary.
50% of us is 2 people from this podcast
Well,
in 30
yes.
years.
Well, 1.5
Yes.
Will
because
no
there are 3
longer.
of us. So yeah,
Shriram,
he's not counting himself. No, he's away.
but he said like 50% of people.
Okay,
in
so then
general.
let's get this over with mathematically. Me and who is going to die? Put your hand
I,
up.
I think I'm going to be there. I'm
Sri,
gonna
how,
be there, yeah.
how old are
Cyrus,
you?
Statistically, you're
Hey,
going
no,
to
I'll die
Yeah,
first.
so me
I'll
first.
die first. I'll die first.
Oh shit! Wow, you're
Damn it.
very passionate about dying. Send him to Delhi, dude.
That's great. You found your calling, huh,
Yeah,
bro?
correct. Dying.
Wow, I've never seen him so angsty about dying.
Very clear, focused guy. We're all going to die. At least we have a laugh before, says Jaideep Sagar.
Absolutely.
But
Viva la muerte.
Jaideep Sagar's picture has his collar up. Huh? It's rarely seen these days. I'm a big fan of collar up. It's a very cocky approach
But
to life.
call whom up?
Ah, right, yo.
At least get her number first. Huh?
In a minute, back to the close-up commercial with Sriram. There you go.
Okay. First question comes in from Aditya SK. He says, Costanza's mom died. Your favorite Estelle moment, please. Yeah, the actress.
Oh, the actress
Oh,
died.
actress
damn.
played
Yeah.
Costanza's mother in
Oh, God,
Seinfeld.
there's so many moments. I
Funny
can't remember them offhand. like that.
Amazing, dude. Amazing.
I love
Dude, the best one is when she catches George jerking off.
Yeah.
Why, George? Why?
Naveen,
hilarious.
I have a confession to
Naveen
make.
is not reacting at
I've
all.
never watched Seinfeld, guys.
Oh, man.
Get
No.
out of
I don't like Seinfeld.
Get out. Stay
I've
out.
tried, not for lack of trying.
Ganguly.
Seven-
Ganguly. Ganguly.
Searchings.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
This
but
is not right.
I know.
Now, this is worse than
I've,
the hate
I've
speech.
really tried.
Hate
I've
speech
really
was
tried.
bad, but this
It's
is
just
horrible.
Jerry's face is the worst face to look at, dude.
Oh
It is.
my
It is.
It's
I
got
think that
horse
makes.
teeth.
Oh,
Do you
oh,
only watch
generic.
shows
Wait,
where
wait.
people are good looking?
Restrain
badly?
Yeah, I watched Louis
Restrain
C.K.
me.
because he's cute
Punch
looking.
him.
In defense,
Punch him.
in
I hate him. If he becomes
in
Prime
defense
Minister,
of
50% of us will be killed.
You watch comedy shows for the comedy,
In-
Naveen, not.
I know. I
defense-
watch almost everything comedic in my entire I've watched Black Book. I've watched like Faulty Towers, like the classics also. But Seinfeld, I cannot get into, man. I just cannot get into that whole
How about Curb?
defense
Have you
of
tried Curb?
Naveen,
Of
in
course, I
defense
love
of
Curb.
Oh, you
Naveen,
love
I think
You like
whatever
Curb?
was good about Seinfeld was Larry David,
More
and
than
that's what he
50%
perfect.
is written by him.
Exactly. So he perfected that in Curb, but with
In-
Seinfeld, I just can't.
in
It's too much vanity. I feel. It's like, oh, this happened to me,
I-
and there's a bit about that in the evening.
I believe there's too much angst. We have to put you in the Kargil border. You remove it for 2 years, fight some war, and then come back and do your comedy. There's too
I
much
think
anger
it's
in this
different,
man.
I've never seen Seinfeld.
I've taken for car service and get his anger removed.
in
Hello?
defense of Naveen, I think it's not a show that's aged well. I think in its time was amazing, but I think it's not aged well.
How
But
dare
getting
you?
back to the
You're
top-
both off. You're replaced by Abhijit and you're replaced by Ganguly. And that's it. That's it.
But getting
That's
back to the
ridiculous.
topic, I think like she had some amazing moments. I think it was like a foil to like her and Frank Stiller, right?
Ben Stiller's dad, Jerry.
Yeah. So
Jerry
Jerry
Stiller.
Stiller, yeah, Jerry Stiller.
But
Yeah.
there was
So
a
those-
Frank also. I guess there
Frank
were
was
three
his name in
brothers.
the show. Frank was his
Yeah.
name on the show. Yeah, huh. So
Right,
I
right.
think
So
those two were so good. Like I think there was an episode where
I love
George gets a-
Jerry Stiller. Huh.
George
Sorry
gets
to
a
interrupt.
job.
But I did love Jerry Stiller. Go on, George
George-
gets a
George
I think,
gets a
Yankees.
job as a bra salesman.
Brase. Oh, that's a lovely episode. Yeah.
And,
The
and
man
then-
bra.
and then-
And then the man bra
yeah,
they come up with.
yeah, that's the one. And then in the end, in there, like there's a moment where Frank Stiller asks George, "Listen, have you ever seen a bra?" And then George like, "Yes, I've
It's
seen a
Frank
bra."
Constanza or Jerry Stiller. You're throwing in
Jerry
the lack
Stiller,
of detail.
my bad,
You're doing a
my
Kunal
bad.
Vijayakar. The lack of detail gets to my mind, and you're a Tambram. You're supposed to be good with details. What's wrong with you? Have you become a Maharashtrian man? What the hell is
You know,
going on?
Reading the
Any-
Gurudwara.
As a call from
anyways.
MNS, hello, bolo. Naveen, it's for you.
Anyways, Elaine Stiller, Elaine Stiller, right, the character. Then after that, he goes and asks about how, like, he tells Estelle, like, can you get one of your bras? And then that moment where they present George a bra and how, like, it works
Yeah.
is, I think, one of the funniest sort of Seinfeld moments.
Also, her voice. Her voice is put
Yeah.
on for that. No, the high pitched
Yes,
voice.
yes,
is
yes,
doesn't get
yes.
dropped once. I don't know if any of you have these relatives with these odd voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult when a new person comes in with a new
I
person. Got to see
also
their
feel-
reaction to the voice.
Yeah.
I
Bolo,
also
bolo,
feel I think like the whole Seinfeld family is very Parsi in its own way. I think that's why I think
Very,
Parsi is really
Very, very eccentric,
Oh.
Parsi or not. But
Yeah.
Naveen is now getting angry. He's like, I told you I don't like the show, so shut
I'll
up.
watch it. I'll watch it again. I'll give it a try.
You didn't watch it at all?
I watched
No, no.
like I watched
Okay,
like
see,
I watched the
you
Soup
watched
Nazi
in the
episode.
Soup
No, yeah,
Nazi is
in,
I've seen the
fantastic.
Soup Nazi
exactly. There are
episode.
some
The boy in the
episodes-
bubble?
No,
The boy in the bubble.
Bubble boy.
Hey,
Both
Boy in the
are-
Bubble was
both are-
bad. Cyrus, that was bad.
Oh no. No.
Then Shrinkage
I-
episode was
I would
great.
say down with Sriram, but there might be some repercussions to that. So I'll just say
No.
don't say that. Don't
The
say
Okay,
episode
that.
of
marine
Shrinkage
marine
is
marine
another
biologist.
The masturbation
marine
episode.
Oh,
biologist
marine biologist.
Oh, my biologist.
up
Yeah,
there.
that
Oh, that big fella.
No, the ending
The-
when the whale gets
The ending is
pressed on
so
the
good,
whale,
so
Yeah,
good.
and
wow.
then they call
The sea
him.
was-
Flips
Yeah,
out.
the sea was
Because he
angry.
said he's
Yeah,
a
the
marine
sea was
biologist.
angry that day, my friend.
Take out the golf ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
all
I
three
like
of
the
them
ending
speaking
where
the
he's like,
same.
then the one I've already mentioned, the one with what the masturbation one? What is it called? The one with the
Where she catches
The
him.
contest, the contest.
the one with the contest.
Where
Yeah,
she
the one with
catches
the
him.
contest.
Yeah.
Oh, the reverse thing is also great. The opposite.
Oh, the opposite
Where,
is great. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
the
he gets a
opposite
job
where
with the
Costanza
Yankees. Yeah,
decides,
yeah,
"Kid,
yeah,
now
yeah.
everything I've done in my life has been
Yeah.
wrong.
Wrong. So I'll do the opposite.
Yeah, so I'll do the
yeah.
opposite. And it
We've
went
all
great.
tried that. Who hasn't tried that, bro?
Yeah.
That's the great thinking.
I
Anyways,
think
anyone
one
who
of
doesn't like Seinfeld is not welcome on the show. So just want to tell
Okay,
you.
bye.
And a shout out to
No, but
Abhijit.
again, what I feel is Seinfeld. No, Seinfeld. There are specific episodes that are must see. The others is fine. If
No,
you're a fan,
no.
you're a fan.
There's nothing bad.
I would say.
There are those which are better, but there's nothing bad. Blackadder and
nothing
Seinfeld, you cannot say bad
Yeah,
things
that's the
about.
thing. Like
I would get
sometimes,
angry.
like some shows are so in your book the perfect epitome of what a good show should be.
Bro.
Like for me, it's Community.
There are
Like,
others.
Community
Bro,
would
is
never
great.
go wrong.
Bro,
It would be
these
No
fine.
man,
shows-
Community last few seasons are terrible.
Will you
was
stop
ridiculous.
it? Stop
That was
arguing.
whole acquisition.
Yeah, after
Seinfeld, you laughed.
Donald,
You've seen the episode 5, 6, 7 times. You see it with another generation, other people, you still laugh.
Yeah.
I've seen it in Hindi and found it funny.
For me, it's
Yeah.
Modern Family also. I laugh all the time.
There you
Every
go.
episode I rewatch
There you
again. and again. Yeah.
All right, Sriram's having a joke on his own, so we'll
No,
stop the show. No, we
You
can't
guys
stop the show.
missed you guys missed the quip on Cyrus saying for me Seinfeld is funny in Hindi as well.
I just
Which
keep
reminds
talking, nobody listens.
which reminds me of my favorite comedy. It's Kusum, guys.
Is it with a double K? Because
Yeah,
double K works
Kakusum.
for me.
Yeah.
Kusum.
Kusum.
Yes,
It's
it
like
is.
Shah Rukh
Shah Rukh
Khan. Shah Rukh Khan's with the voiceover. Okay,
is.
how are you doing, Amy?
All right.
Oh.
Next one comes in from Rohit Atre, who says, "Will you ever consider doing a CnB live show on a stage, like once a year, maybe?"
Amit thought of that, and if
That'd
one
be
of you
great.
guys or two of you guys come on, it'll be great.
Yep.
I think we'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've done it in
AM
the
is-
past also, no?
We've done it. It's not a concept that's new in that
Yeah.
sense, but it'll be fun. Maybe they
Yeah.
give us the topics as well. Like the audience shouts out the topics and
Oh,
we go
that's
for
I
it.
think that'd be
that'd
great.
Yeah.
I think that'd
Yeah.
be great.
Because for people like
Yeah.
me and Sriram who do not like to work, I think we're just
Yeah.
very happy with all
I think
that.
the new IVM office is big enough to have like a small open mic audience to come and watch.
You think
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
can't get
But
the
it'll have to be
employees to
maintained.
attend and you want the other people to come?
That's why they want people to fill the
Yeah,
seats.
I know.
The
I like
employees are not
how-
showing up.
I like how we went. Cyrus and I went from like this being like a 800-seater event to now.
Yeah, I
No, I
know.
think it'll be 7 people, guys. We'll do
Yeah.
it in the
And
IVM
who?
office.
The guy who hates Seinfeld. This guy, man. I mean, we were on his side through everything. He took on states in India and all kinds of other people, and then he attacked
I had
Jerry.
to bring variety to this.
Attack Jerry. My God.
His teeth are the worst. I'm sorry.
That's your problem. Oh, jeez.
How is that? Your
How is he? How is
How are
he?
you concentrating on
I
his
don't know.
teeth?
He looks like he's on the way to the glue factory. I'm sorry.
How
Were
does
you a
that
Jantar
matter?
Mantar? I think you're a card-carrying member of that group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
I
far
would
as
be
I
a
can
great at hate mongering speeches.
Yeah.
But in my context, I'm like,
So he's not anti-religion. Navin's not
Yeah.
anti-religion
dead
or
to thin
race.
people.
But yes, ugly people,
Yeah.
huge issue.
Yeah, if you're lanky and you know it,
Yeah.
that's
Out
the way
you
to
I
go.
mean,
Get
I
out.
mean, let's face it. I think that's how Hitler started his whole genocide as well. You know, by I don't know who
Where
was,
you
who
wanna
was
go with
like
this?
who was like a Jewish
Who?
person that Hitler hated.
Be careful.
Like,
Jimmy
I mean,
Carr
there are
tried
like a
Every
million
Jewish
of them.
Jimmy Carr tried something
Million
with the gypsies recently. You want to be careful.
Anne
here.
Frank.
Back
Frank,
careful.
maybe. Yeah.
Reverse the car. Reverse the car now. Shri, go back in the garage. Okay. All right.
Frank Sinatra.
Stop it. You leave Frankie alone. You don't
Yeah.
like Jerry. You don't like Frankie.
Hitler hated Seth Rogen also. Just
Yeah. Okay. Stop it. Can we just do the?
this word.
Okay, guys.
Okay,
If you want to
Kumar
see all
Gaurav.
of these guys live, they all have separate shows and channels. Go and see them live there. This is an AMA. We're listening to people talking to us. Yeah.
Kumar Gaurav has asked, what is it with Cyrus having his glasses on his head? I have seen this look of him since the last 10 years.
I only do it because I'm okay. I'll explain the whole concept of this. I don't since college. I didn't carry a bag. Okay, once I got rid of a bag, I never want to carry a bag again. I hate bags as far as possible. I don't carry anything. No, so that way you don't worry about anything. No pressure. When I had to start wearing glasses, I started losing sunglasses. They're all free. I've never bought them, but I kept losing them. So I decided if I keep them in my head, I don't lose them.
Yeah.
That's what I do. So I even swim with the glasses on my head.
Because when you look around and you find them on your head, it's the biggest relief.
Yeah,
You're like, wow, it's
yeah.
always been here.
Cyrus,
It's like
Cyrus,
Sardesai one day came off from the studio saying, "Where are my jeans?" And he was wearing them. You actually forget, because you.
Yeah.
That's why don't
Cyrus,
carry
you should-
things
you
wherever
should-
you go.
you should also keep your wallet and keys on your head at the same time.
I don't have a wallet. I've never experienced that. What is it like? I don't have. Naveen, what is it like to actually own a wallet and like, what do you do with it? And do you hold
I mean,
it?
it's difficult to
It
sit on. it
enhances
sometimes.
your ass. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
One
Why do
cheek
you
looks
keep it in
bigger.
the back? I would say you keep it in the front pocket. That makes
Becomes
sense.
too
I
bulky,
don't
no?
keep it in
Becomes
my
too
pants
bulgy.
at all.
He's worried about false advertising. He becomes too
Yeah,
bulky.
it does. I'm like also wrongly positioned. I'm like, what?
Hi Silverie, I'm Pooja. I heard. नहीं Pooja, वो सब गलती है.
Let's swipe my card.
Stop it. What are you doing to the show?
Okay. Making it funnier.
Info shots.
The only good thing you've said is that you don't like Jerry Seinfeld. Everything else we can't air.
And the mainland China was good.
That was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny. It wasn't good. It was
Oh shit.
dangerous.
Oh shit. That's my comedy.
All right. Info shots says, hey Cyrus.
Hey, info shots. I know them. Okay, cool.
It says, hey Cyrus, what if there was a way to air condition a whole city? Would you like to be a resident of one
Oh,
such?
fuck yes.
It's called Dubai. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys who I love UAE and I love Singapore. I can't bear the people who keep telling me the plasticity. It's all set. It's all very mechanized and motorized. I love it. I absolutely love it. What's wrong with that concept? The only time you feel the heat is 1 second you're waiting for the car when you step outside. So then
Yeah.
you realize why step outside. Let the car come. You stay in the lobby.
No, but this person is saying, what if like the streets and all could be air conditioned? as
Yeah,
well?
I'm all for it,
I'm
bro.
also all for
And
it.
it'll be
man, that'd
done.
be great.
There will come a time. In
You know,
God's
like when you
green
go to
universe.
High Street
But
Phoenix,
that's
in
going to be
North
the future at some point anyway. Like maybe like dome cities, their entire city
Could
will be
make
See,
sense.
that is why those poor laborers were dying and all that because they're working. And so finally they changed their working conditions. They said
Horrible
you can
heat,
only
yeah.
work in the morning. You can't work from late morning to afternoon, then again in the
Yeah.
evening.
So in
It's like
High
that.
Street Phoenix, no, they have like an entire chunk of place where the AC is like the mall unit is there,
Yeah.
and then you have to walk to the promenade and everything.
And
But
then-
you'll see that people who gather over there usually gather outside the entrance of the
Where
door
the blow happens.
because the
Yeah.
door opens and the blow comes. Okay, and
Okay.
people are like,
Well, you
"It's-
said
it's
blow and he's excited again. Sriraam is awake. He had fallen asleep with the AC story, not a mechanical engineer
Blow
by
happened,
profession. Yeah. Now it's all back.
blow happens like a nightclub."
Yeah. So that's a great concept. I wish one
So if
day.
they just allowed all
I
that
think
air
if
to be
a- I think
always
if a-
existing,
No, I think if an entire
Can I
city
tell you my
became air
daughter's issues
conditioned-
with this? You guys don't have kids at the moment, but they've AC'd the schools now, right? But each teacher wants the AC at a different temperature. So they've got a Silverie teacher who does a 24. They've got a Cyrus teacher who does a 16. They've got somebody in the middle at 22. There's somebody who says, "Can I put it off for 10 minutes because I'm wet?" And the teacher's like the boss, right? So kids are going crazy. Gyms, schools, colleges,
Yeah.
offices, studios. You gotta have one regular rule, bro. You can't destroy us. Like
our
this.
schools didn't have AC. Like we had the computer room with the AC.
Our
That's
school
the
didn't
only-
have a school. We were like, just kids gather around.
Under
There's
a
a tree.
tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may or may not be there
You were in
tomorrow.
that school
Because
chale hum
PMC
had.
want to broaden the road. So study fast.
Even our school didn't have an AC. We just had like the one guy blow on everyone.
That's
What if we-
Navin's favorite school. What school is this?
What if- just don't take a saint's name, guys. Whatever you do,
Yeah.
this is a good time to not take the saint's name. Okay, next.
All right. Rohan Jacob says, Naveen is my absolute favorite. So much,
Thanks.
so straightforward and so much gossip when he's around.
Yeah, no,
And today, no sex story, actually. Technically, nothing really.
almost.
Just wait for it.
No, sexual,
any
sexual
story
com-
can develop.
No,
it
sexual
doesn't-
commentary is different. That double entendre is
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
I'm talking about he's always told us a story.
Entrenched.
A full entrenched
Yeah.
sexual encounter between him and somebody. And I got two more stories after the show last time
Yeah,
while
yeah.
we were sitting in the canteen.
Yeah, yeah. I'm all giving.
Yeah,
So I'm guessing,
And-
I'm
and-
guessing Naveen's finally settled down in life.
No, Sriraam, I had another 1 hour drive feeling like a worse loser than coming in, because Naveen is banging everything inside, albeit the other gender, but still. And I'm back to my life, weight
I
training
think there was so much
dogs, weight
suppression for the
training
first
dogs.
20 years of my life that all of
Yeah.
it kind of like,
Something like that.
yeah, there was bludgeoning sexuality,
Or the fear you had because of,
That
having
dua-
to hide and
duality and
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Silverie, what's your problem?
What's my problem?
Why aren't you having a good life like Naveen?
Yeah, my life.
Fairly
sucks.
Do you have a lot of activity going on in your life?
None whatsoever.
Zero as in,
And none also that I would like to share on this podcast.
oh, you want to talk about everybody else, but you won't
I mean,
open up.
Yeah, so my mom
Me and
watches.
Sriraam, we tell you everything.
So mom, hi. How are you doing, mom?
Also, your mom listens to the
ये
podcast.
शर्म की बात
essentially.
नहीं है. Why should the mom be offended by her son's activity? There's nothing wrong.
She's not. She says कि लोग क्या कहेंगे, like हमारे रिश्तेदार जो she sends the links to रिश्तेदार.
Are you serious?
And then
Who is
रिश्तेदार.
the comedian in the
Find
family?
out.
Who is the comedian
and
in the
Rishtas
family?
also,
Yeah.
prospective
What are
Rishtas.
you saying?
Yeah.
Take a look at my son.
Exactly.
He was at Jantar Mantar. See what he thinks of the male bride,
I-
the Seinfeld episode
I'm not
22.
making
See
this
his friend banging some guy on a bridge. See this guy. What the hell?
Am
Are
I
you
the
sure?
only
The
one?
guy on the bridge.
This is
Am I the only
Shadi.com?
one?
Huh?
Am I the
Yeah,
only
sure.
one uncovering a weird Oedipal complex that Antariksh has?
Oh.
Yeah, mom, I'm not dating
I
anyone.
think
You're
it's
the only
like-
one I love.
We've got Sriraam as a distant correspondent who just
Yeah.
like
We can
chimes
say
in.
all this, but he can't tell you about his sex life.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
would have been fairly vegetarian compared to all this
Uh,
crap that we're talking about. I can't understand this guy. These guys are nuts.
Okay, when was the last time you were in a relationship? Tell us that much.
Proper relationship. Love,
5
love.
years back.
Oh, after that, no love.
No, I've been I've been
Not the cats that you
Recently,
feed. I know
recently.
you love your cats.
Recently,
and you
I
feed
was
them
seeing-
every day, but other than the cats.
I'm seeing someone right now.
Ah!
Kind of.
Ah! I
But,
can't go higher.
but does she see you also? Is what the question
Yes,
is.
does she-
Sometimes,
does
only
she know?
sometimes.
Does she know?
Only when she turns around.
Okay, you won't tell us the name, right? You won't tell us the name.
No, of course not. Yeah.
But does she work in IVM?
No.
Does she work in Powai in your building or something?
I mean, we won't be able to
Can
guess
she
it.
give the
She's a
connection? No?
watchman.
She's my boss.
Works in a building.
Who
or
are we to judge? This
something.
is the whole shiny Ahuja case, you know. Don't judge about class and all that.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's between
fine.
them.
That's
yeah.
fine.
Huh. So who's the girl?
A person.
That's what you're giving us.
Yes, that is what I
Why
mean.
can you tell us more? Why you?
Man,
so-
It's not a blow doll.
Look at
See,
the way you
no,
tell
no, I'll tell you
everything.
why, I'll tell you why,
Why
I'll tell you
is-
why.
Why is he ashamed?
I'll tell you why.
Because my mom doesn't listen to the podcast, so I have no shame.
Kajal,
Exactly.
Kajal speaks openly. Sriram, if he had a sex life, would talk
But
about
their
it. He's trying
parents
to. one day.
aren't tuning in every single day.
I think
Or
that would be the
that's
best way
not
for them
reason.
to find out about you. I
see,
think.
huh?
I think most grandparents are the most like chill people because
No,
after
grandparents.
Your mom does know
Your
that your
grandparents.
worst vice is not sex, no? If at all you want to describe sex as a vice. She does know, right? By now she knows,
I
right?
think, I think she'll be happy also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saman chal raha
Yeah,
hai,
exactly, exactly.
Auzar kaam kar rahe hain.
Yeah, that
This is
is
good
that is not a
parenting.
problem.
101 of good
That's not a
parenting.
problem.
Yeah. She'll be like, हमारा खानदान का नस्ल आगे बढ़ेगा. एक दिन.
But Navin, what about sending the links? She's trying to promote her son with the
Yeah.
links from this
She
show.
like stop
I
sending
mean,
links,
yeah.
start sending link.
I apologize for this program. This is beyond control. It's absolute
It
anarchy.
is.
But we'll
Oh,
take
shit.
one more question. Yeah, we have.
Okay, last one comes from Akshay K, who says, Sriram, did you get the call back from Kunal Vijaykar?
I didn't. He just, I don't know what's going on, man. Like,
Why didn't he call
I
you
mean,
back?
he
Should we call
said
him right
the
now?
word-
Let's call him right
Let's
now.
call him
Let's
right
do
now.
it,
Call him
let's do
live.
it.
Huh?
Let's
He
do
has
it.
no idea. I'll
Let's
only be able to
do
do
it.
audio, but
Yeah, that's fine.
Huh.
But will you
Yeah,
tell him
yeah.
that he's going
no,
to
we'll just
Okay.
we'll just start talking and just he'll put the phone down fast. He's got no sense of humor. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Arey Papa.
Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna
I think
give me
this
one
could be
second.
fun.
Give me
This
one
could be
second.
fun.
It'll happen.
Yeah,
It'll
no
happen.
worries, no worries.
While
Because I'm not
Cyrus
fast. Yeah, I've got it.
struggles.
Kunal. Fuck, I can't see. Kunal.
Give, I'll do it.
I got it.
Put on speaker.
Now he was chatting about the show or something. He was trying to call me from the morning
the
about
mic,
the TV show we do.
Put on next to the mic, no?
Yeah. That's the ring. I don't. You can't see it. So.
Hello.
Kunal,
Yeah, Cyrus.
bro, what's up?
Nothing. I listened to one gag on this thing, Rajapaksa.
Okay. There are three Rajapaksas. Because the finance minister is Rajapaksa, the deputy, the president, and the prime minister. So which one?
And the cricketer.
Yeah, and
I'll play Mahila. I'll play.
you play Mahila.
Pahinda.
Pahinda. Okay. Now that we finished our Sinhalese, this Sriraam wants to know why you didn't call him back.
Who?
Sriraam.
After returning to Mathiran. After returning from Mathiran.
Sriraam the comedian is not how we know him. He's known as Sriraam the conqueror. He conquered his desires. He's called you, but you've not returned the call. He's called every day. Now he's moved to Gurgaon. In fact, he's here with me in the studio, so he's trying to talk to you. Yeah, Sriraam, say what you want.
Kunal, Kunal,
He can't
even
hear
though
you.
Oh, he can't hear.
Because we're in the.
Oh,
Cyrus,
shit.
Cyrus just
I-
tell Kunal, yeah.
Wait.
Cyrus just tell Kunal that even
Yeah.
though he doesn't call me back, I will write letters to him.
Even
I
though
will-
you don't call him back, he will write letters and carry on. He doesn't care about his own ego. As far as he's concerned, just trying to get in touch with you is love enough.
And he says, love you.
And he says, love you.
Long time.
Love you long time. With a slightly oriental accent. I don't know why. So, would you like to
He's so
respond?
horny.
Yeah. Send a postal pay order also. Because I will respond.
Send a postal pay order with the letter you write to him and he will respond. Okay. So it's not a no, Sriraam. This is the best answer you've received yet.
If anything, that's the most consent I've received in a while.
Yes. Okay, Kunal. So we've got it on record. We just want to make sure it was on record. Now we
Yeah.
have to get on with our professional show. Sorry, we don't have time for your silly scripts. Bye. There you have it.
Cool.
Nice.
Live.
Fine.
What a program,
Fine.
guy. Who does live
This is-
stuff like
Hey,
that?
this
Yeah.
is suddenly,
Live call
suddenly this became like a Make-A-Wish Foundation
Can I-
podcast.
But Sriraam, can I tell you? First,
Yeah.
who's Sriraam? Sriraam who? Sriraam the comedian. Finally. This is what he reduced you to. Huh?
Sriraam the Padmanabhan.
Yeah, you're not the startup billionaire
I
in Gurgaon. You're
No, I
just a
like-
comedian.
I like
That-
how
that
other
is-
shows have other call-in listeners. We
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
call
yeah.
people up.
Call others,
Came
yeah.
and talk to us for a couple.
And
Also-
then the
also-
respect they have for us is apparent also.
Yeah.
Now, who are
Also,
you?
that
Why are
is
you calling?
the weird
Who
part.
Sriraam
Is it's the
was
same.
the question.
That's the weird part.
That's the
It's
thing.
the
You
same
can't even do
reaction
prank calls anymore. Two
In a
callers
country,
like, yeah.
in a right-wing
Listen,
country
listen.
like India, who's Sriram?
Yeah.
I mean,
The
Kunal's in
weird part
trouble
is
now, man.
really, what's
the
wrong
weird
with that guy?
Yeah.
the weird part is that's the exact same reaction even my parents have when they tell them, hey, who Sriram? Like, who's Sriram? It's Kunal and my. It's
That's
the
because they
same.
called you Tulsi. Now, just that their fault you change your name for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Now let's end quick. Last thing on the sexual experience of the young man. So what is this girl's name?
I'm not
Can
gonna
you
tell
rhyme
the
her name? If it's
No.
Vidya, can you say Sidhya?
You know what? I'll
If
just
it's
say
Rani,
anything.
can you say Pani?
Her name is Pooja.
There's no.
How would you know?
So her real name is
How would you
Pooja.
know?
No,
Yeah,
no.
How
yeah.
would you know?
Her
Antariksh,
name
you're
is
not falling for
Ahuja.
that.
Her surname is Ahuja. That's
Sure,
very good.
Ahuja.
We're not
let's go
falling
with
for
that.
that, Antariksh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ambuja. Cement.
But no, I can't. I don't want to say.
Semen.
anything.
But give us something. Then every time we talk, we'll get something more.
Yeah,
So give
yeah.
us something. Then we'll end the show.
Give us a bone.
mean,
Bone,
That's what
yeah.
she also
She
did.
stays in Bombay.
Wow.
Bro, this will take 3 to 4 years.
There's 9 point something
Yeah.
million people.
How did you meet her? Just tell us that. What is the
Oh,
area?
Bumble. Dating app.
You met her on
Ooh.
Bumble. So
Yeah.
you've seen her in the flesh? Or is it my Uncle Kersi? If it's my Uncle Kersi, I'm sorry, I apologize. He's a naughty
Yeah.
guy.
He's a honeybee. He gets around.
He's been puja many times, guys. That guy.
You see him buzzing
But-
all the cops.
But I like how Antariksh fell for the Pooja character and not like
Yeah.
other characters that Uncle Casey has, you know.
yeah, look at
like-
me.
Yeah.
Tasha is a great character of Uncle Casey. You should have that comes out in the fourth date mostly, Antariksh.
Okay, got it.
Puja.
Aaj
Puja,
Puja,
Puja.
kal
Ask your
Puja.
uncle Pursi to call.
Harvish
call
was
me.
also misbehaving today. Everybody's sexual banter. What's good? We apologize.
That's-
This will
that's-
not happen again.
I bring
Sylvie
the
is
worst
screwed
people.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, so he wishes.
By the girl. Hopefully.
Googling now,
Right.
Silverie.
What girl? A girl in your head is not a girl. You, Kunal and Sriram, you are going to stay together, 3 bachelors till you die, never having met a girl. What nonsense, girl.
Antariksh is dating Pooja Mishra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my mind, I've been dating Priyanka Chopra 20 years now. Don't talk
Hey,
nonsense.
yeah, that's exactly who I'm dating.
Oh, well
Yeah,
done.
Correct.
Okay, tell her to call me back then.
And Sujuna Sen also. Yeah.
And
Hey,
he's going to
Antariksh,
wipe
call-
out right now.
call
You do
Priyanka.
realize the age, right?
That's
So
fine.
just-
I don't care.
What-
Age is a number.
Pamela
man.
Anderson was my generation's hot throw, but today
I would still date Pamela Anderson. Also.
I don't know.
Did you watch Pam and Tommy?
I've heard of it.
That
The
was
TV show.
then.
No,
No,
the
that's a
TV
new
show.
show.
It's a really good show.
Seth
Yeah,
Rogen.
So Lily Collins plays Pamela Anderson.
But Lily Collins now Lily Collins 25 years from later will not look like Lily Collins now. I'm just telling you about age.
Yeah, she looked
No,
like
in the
Pamela
TV
Anderson.
Don't
show, she
judge by
will-
this beauty, guys. This beauty is not the right.
Yeah, I think we
science
need
way.
you running on the beach, Cyrus, with the floating.
Which I do every morning.
Guys, I got to
Awesome.
bounce.
All right.
Chalo.
On the behalf of John Abraham, Arjun Rampal, Dino Moria, and Milind Soman, it's bye from all.
One last
Love
plug.
you.
I'm coming to Gujarat this weekend. If
After
you're...
all you said,
sorry, I'm sorry.
you could have
I'm sorry.
chosen any state, any bloody
But
state.
I am coming to Gujarat. I
Go
can't
to
do...
Bihar, you'll get a huge audience.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, bro? Okay, this
That's
is
just
People
of
are
Bihar.
waiting to come hit you now.
in Gujarat,
Mr.
yeah.
Ganguly,
Sure,
Mr. Ganguly is
मारने से ही show पे ले आ जाओ. That's what I'm saying.
he's in
And he's
Gujarat.
gonna buy tickets. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what-
buy tickets.
Abhijit, if you're there, make it look like an accident. He's in Gujarat.
Yeah, because he listens to the podcast in his free time. Like he listens to all of my material.
Well, people on shadi.com get the links, apparently.
yeah.
So where can people buy tickets? Book my show.
Book my show,
sorry.
yeah. The
Please
Good
go ahead.
Child, Book My Show, Gujarat. Surat, Baroda, Ahmedabad, 8, 9, 10th.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a
CCD.
busy bee.
Yeah.
8, 9,
Buzz,
10.
buzz.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent. And for those in the right-wing side of things, if you'd like to go and disrupt the program, just to cause some trouble and
You have to pay for the tickets, that's all.
TRPs, you're okay with that?
Yeah.
Hecklers, vecklers?
I'll welcome that. In fact,
You
apparently that's the only way to become
As
famous
long as they're
nowadays,
good
yeah.
looking. See, your issues are very different.
But that's the thing, like all the
I don't
right-wing
want
daddies are
ugly-
cute.
Yeah.
Have you seen Ashok Pandit? I'm like, he's so cute.
Ashok Pandit,
I don't
the
know.
The
Kashmiri
Kashmir
Pandit
Pandit
fellow
guy. Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
You find him attractive?
Yeah, he's a daddy, fully fine.
You like Ashok Pandit?
I don't like
In
him.
that way, I mean.
I'm saying he's attractive, and then when I look at him and I listen to his speech, then I'm like, oh fuck, I'm conflicted.
You know,
with
he
myself.
will love this
man.
conversation about him.
Silverie's mom, if you're listening, I'm so sorry. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
That's fine. It's not me.
I know,
Who's in
but
love
this
with
is
Ashok
what she
Pandit.
has to listen to just to find a few nice.
Although-
She'll
chicks.
agree with me.
Yeah.
Knowing her age group, she'll like.
Yeah,
Oh,
but-
that's
Udit
so
Narayan
don't have to
type
handle
man.
women.
No, my dad
You
will be
stick
very
to
happy
men.
actually. Exactly. My dad is a full right winger.
And a
so
daddy.
he'll be very happy.
Yeah.
Sriram, can you help me? I'm getting shelved in here.
He's
by
checked
these
out.
two.
He's right now on his work email.
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
know.
I have to
I-
leave, guys.
He's
So
on
she
Bumble
doesn't-
trying to find out who that girl was. Ja. Okay, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Love you guys.